Are they? Okay.
We don't have the game. I'll stand up and commentate. Here.
Oh. And Slamtown is Q. Tucks the grab. Parrying grabs through the Hadoken. Taunt. Tatsu! I can hear you. Oh, here we go. Danger. No. Yeah, we see Bucktooth. We still Bucktooth, still. Nintendo putty. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Bucktooth versus Slamtown. Q versus Kin, round one of your Fight Game 2025 Street Fighter 3 Strike Fight for the future. He gets the grab. One punch, two punch. No, two punches. The taunt, though. Danger. Taunt while in danger mode.
Oh, no, but this is going to hurt. Get a little meter build. Now it's time for just scary corner pressure.
Oh,
one parry.
One parry. You need two.
Oh, no, he's getting smothered.
He lost his supercharge.
And two. One more throw is going to do it, and of course it comes. Bucktooth taking that first game.
Yeah, with full meter upon victory to really show you, I don't need the third best super in the game.
It's farming meter and aura in this house.
Does the aura go through the next round as it persists?
That's the thing about aura. Yeah, it's a little known mechanic in this game. You farm it enough, the other player has got to contend with that next round.
Well, doesn't Q start with max aura?
That's the thing. And it just keeps going up each time he taunts.
Yeah.
Oh, the second time we just got that long downtown bonk.
Oh, yeah. One taunt, a little far away from Kin to dash up and sweep.
Yeah, but let's see if Bucktooth can adapt to start parrying those as we see further into this set go.
Yeah, both players are playing pretty patient. Oh, jabs out of the rush punch.
And there's that parry opening, though, that Slamtown's been looking for. Nice. And starting to push his pressure here.
Here we go.
Install.
Danger. Jumping punch. The extra will beat it. Here's for you.
And the time is starting to run out, and he's running out of health too. Bucktooth just consistently placing this wall with those low forwards.
You gotta run away when your opponent's glowing red.
Oh, stomp into slap, but he interrupts.
Oh yeah, keeps him away. Like, Kin is known for his footwork, but Q's got two legs as well. And some nice dress shoes.
Yeah. You're not gonna step on these.
Parry. No super though. There is a super, making up for lost time.
Showing that he's got those. Currently sitting on that. Oh, it's gone now.
Yep.
Corner.
As a super time? Nope. Oh, he extra use out. Taunt? Yeah, if you Tatsu away, I'm gonna taunt.
And it was an air flip. Fortunate for Slamtown, and again we get this.
Just not quite close enough.
Oh man, on block.
We all want to see it.
He's committing so hard to these jump lights on when he's in install though, and Bucktooth just calling them out with the heavy DP every time.
Yeah, fierce DP. That jumping punch is always active, but the hurt box is not very close to the hitbox.
Oh, nice spacing. But Bucktooth sitting on that super though, so any of these rush punches could mean death, and he still goes for it.
Just punching him. Oh, a little too far away. Okay, close enough for that grab. Yeah, that's not safe.
And Bucktooth fighting his way out of the corner and confirms into the super off the rush punch.
All right, Q's got max meter.
Oh no, it didn't confirm that time, but here's the short.
Okay, he's not dead yet.
One guess.
Parry. Oh, yeah, double universal overhead. Bucktooth takes it 2-0 versus Slamtown.
Well, in lieu of a little bit of technical issues, that will be our first set of the day on this setup. And I feel like we're going to see a lot more of Bucktooth today.
I think so too. We're going to see a lot of Kens probably. Hello everybody, and a few more Qs, but welcome to Fight Kingdom 2025 here in Redmond, Washington, watching some third strike action. I'm Lanuka and joined with...
I'm Leaf, representing PNW, and Lanuka, how are you? How excited are you about seeing this bracket today? You wanna get some action? You wanna get some parries? What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for red parries. There's nothing more hype in a Street Fighter tournament than a red parry into a super or what have you. We love to see that. I want to see some, if there's any Makotos, some full stun combos, more Qs, maybe a shot or two if we're lucky. But I do expect a lot of Chun-Li's and Kens.
And one thing that I do know is we're going to see at least a bunch of normal parries. Because coming up next, we got Dagger G on deck. Low tier carried by that technical skill.
Yeah, Dagger G versus Mikey C. We've got the two-syllable first names with initial for the last name. Quite the match we have coming up here.
Yeah, I like the trend, man. You gotta wonder.
Yeah.
We got Dave O, Dagger G, all these old school players just repping the name and the initials. Sounds like they got a few overlapping names in their like elementary school class. You know how they do.
Yeah, like when I started my journey at Final Round a long time ago to be considered old man, they're like, what's your handle? I'm like, handle? I'm just David. They're like, you gotta have a handle. So I came up with one, but now we're seeing the trend go back to just people's names are their handles a lot of the time.
Yeah. I love the famously, who is it? It's Joe Ume Rogan. And changing his name to his actual name, Thunder Delangus.
Thunder Delangus.
You gotta ask, are you sure that's not just a tag?
Yeah. So now for our second match show, we've got another Q piloted by Mikey C and Remy by Dagger G. We don't see this matchup a whole lot.
And already we're seeing some much more advantageous interactions on Mikey C's. We got the one taunt out, we got a bunch of parries in the back throw. Already sitting pretty close in life.
Yeah, Q got the parry, but like you have to delay that grab so long, and Dagger G was able to come down and get a grab on there.
We did get the screen shake too as well, so we're on 2 taunts already. Oh, and another back throw.
You don't need 3 taunts.
Is that? Yeah, nice. Perfect. So sitting on so much defense here, he's able to kind of just take a bunch of these hits, but Dagger going to be doling them out one at a time.
Yeah, so Q usually wants to get a rush punch in there, but Remy's half likely to throw a fireball, and either one will cover a rush punch. So you have to kind of rethink of how to approach this long-range Guile wannabe.
Ooh, nice parry on the air normal back throw. Now Mikey C in a good position. So much room, he's probably just going to let that space go as he looks for his opportunity. No. And forcing the parries out.
That's good. Yeah, some good parry action, but Q has to get it back to Remy.
Oh, and the air light coming down on the rush punch, going to take that first round. Dagger G going up in the set so far.
Moitero. Kissa Thrad has the corner, throw a fireball. There it is. Oh, but the super goes underneath it. That's exactly what Mikey C was wanting. 2 taunts. There we are. Count them.
Now thrown for his troubles, but pretty nice advantage on his end. Now he just needs to figure out how to get out of this corner. He has that super if he wants to let it rip again.
Yeah, Dagger G's like, no, let's get you back in that corner. Oh, slaps. You see a crouching move, but yeah.
Ooh, and first command grab of our set.
And the third and final taunt has been deployed.
Now huge life lead with that defense to think about. Dagger G gonna have to get quite a few hits. Sitting on that super right here though.
Wow, both players did have max super, but Mike C was like, you know what? I'll deploy one to finish the round.
Sick and finish. And now we're gonna bring it to that final round. Super right out the gate.
Just super on game wake up. And all these fireballs hit Q. He's a large person.
Yeah. Trying to go for that parry. Looks like he just missed. Nice.
Ooh,
I love the blue kick.
Yeah, the 3-hit combo. You love that. Oh, 2 fireballs got in between the parry and the rush.
Oh, but the wall is coming up, and he needs to parry basically all of them. The rush punch is being checked, and the super is in. He can't parry at all.
Yeah, we're full on long range mode. Whoa. Oh, jeez.
Imagine.
I can imagine. There he is. He's powered down, and he unzips the jacket.
No.
Dagger G takes the first game over Mikey C.
Now, I hate to just point out, it's kind of what we expected. I know Dagger is expected to go quite far in this bracket, but I really was enjoying Mikey C's Q. Looks like he's hesitating at this character select, though.
Yeah,
do you think he's going to swap?
This is the character selection mix-up. Like, the mind games are already starting. So Mike's like, am I going to play Q or play anybody else that's probably higher tier? But Mikey C really has been doing some good Q work. If he's a couple more parries, he's locked in with the Q. Let's see what super art now he's going to go for.
Yeah, are we going to see that rush punch again? We saw from the first set our boy Other Q was rocking that self-destruct.
Yeah.
But never quite pulling it off. It looks like we're going to be keeping this this level 1 or level 2, the rush punch super. Is that right?
I think this is the danger one.
Oh, it is a swap.
Yeah, it's only one mark. Yeah, so it's the rush punch didn't quite get there. So we're going to see how this works. Some slaps right in there. What?
Dagger G playing a lot friskier this game.
Yeah. He's feeling himself. Getting aggro, getting in there. Slaps. You dash in, get a slap.
Look at this space he's controlling. The slaps are not really causing Dagger to sweat too much as he just farms damage on block here.
Remy is looking like an offensive-based rush down character right here. But that's Dagger G for him.
Oh, the spacing setting up there.
Did quite a bit of chip damage.
Yeah, one more throw for sure gonna do it.
Yeah, let's see if Mikey C is gonna keep the meter for this round. Parry that, parry those two. Oh, it's really hard to parry those two.
Yeah, is that down parry, forward parry, one after another?
Yeah, you do them so quickly. Back in the
Throw
corner. Good use of taunt. That's really good to get under the radar. He's not thinking to advance in, so he's already got a lot more health than what it looks like.
I know, but the parries on these booms in the corner are starting to fade. He's taken a lot on this offensive run from Dagger G.
Yeah, Dagger G's keeping him in the corner, right outside of slap range. Throws a boom so that you can't get the rush punch in. Look at this, playing just Toho over here. Just shoot him up.
It's endless, seriously. I wish he was playing Ikaruga, then he could at least swap, dude.
Yeah, Dagger G's like, you're not playing Street Fighter, you're playing a bullet hell game right now.
Oh my goodness. And jump back into everything.
Whoa, okay. And Dagger G takes it over Mikey C, showing off. People sleep on Remy, but Dagger G is so strong with Remy and just showing off. Yeah, people kind of make fun of him being a charge character, but he's like boom, 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 cold blue kick, uppercut, you're dead.
It's true, yeah, and it's like the charge partition. You don't run into a ton of like Remys that are doing that charge partition with the just boom over and over again, right? And really just catching him in the corner, forcing him to go for those risky parries. And anytime he hesitates, suddenly that's a walk forward that, you know, you can just get that Remy forward throw combo off of.
Charge partitioning in First Strike is such a strong skill that lets you turn these traditional hold down back characters into rush down, so you can down back a big, double, dash forward, maybe hit a short into a super or whatever. And wow, it just really shows how great Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is.
It's totally true, totally true. And let's see, it looks like we gotta. I love how fast these games are coming.
Yeah, I mean, Third Strike, sometimes you think of it as a defensive game, but like if you're really like maneuvering around people, you can get some combos in, and like maybe you need 2-3 hits, and you'll kill them. That's Third Strike, baby.
It's kind of like since it's so volatile, it's one of those things where it will. Oh, Urian Mose or Mosey.
All right, so we got Moses Urian versus Bonanza Sweeps Ibuki. We're going to see if Godlike Power versus Ninjutsu and who will win.
Yeah, and already we're seeing Bonanza with a really nice life lead to start things off. But that chariot tackle gonna be nice.
It's a great way to punish those fireballs. Up, and here comes the mirror overhead. Ibuki didn't take tons of damage, so it could have been worse. Dashes up. Oh, I grabbed it.
And look at Mosey holding that space, and there it is.
Yeah, Mosey was just right outside of Bonanza's all their low kick attacks, so that you can just do that tackle, kick it in there, and start your combo. Whoa!
Nice, just catching it on its way in. No neck breaker for you.
Lands the kunai hit, double jump. Gearing is the grab. Let's see what's he going to do. Overhead jumps out of it.
Yeah, it looks like he missed his charge partition there.
Oh, blocks the EX.
Oh, got hit by accident, but it's kind of going to work out.
Ibuki switches side. Trade projectiles. Urian does drop the hit, but it was kind of hard because they trade in the air.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that he got that first chariot tackle, I love the presence of mind for it. But a Bonanza sweep really just hanging in here, playing defensive back to the corner as Mo's just able to work this space.
It's good anti-airing. Let's see if they can block the low. Yeah. Like at that range, the overhead from Urian be kind of far, but lands that low. When you're in the mirror, you're just like, oh God, what do I do? Sometimes I just block high and low back and forth and let God decide.
It's definitely scary too, because it's like he has the time to walk up to either crouch medium or crouch light range. And so if you're going to go for some down parry on it, you gotta just take a guess on which one it's gonna be. And it'll combo either way.
Yeah, let's say Bonanza has switched to white Ibuki, cleansed of all the green from before. Landing those hits, that's good.
Yeah, I like just banking these because Mo's just like pressuring a lot just by holding space, you see. Not throwing out a bunch of normals, just the threat of them, threat of these big lanky limbs. Nice with the double tackle all the way to the corner. No combo.
No combo would happen. Let's grab you right back in that corner, right where Urian wants her.
Oh, got hit. Oh, no.
Double overhead. I mean, it's an overhead. You can't block those. You just, I've never blocked overhead in my life.
Sometimes it's like you'll just see it in slow motion and know what you have to do and watch it hit you anyway.
Yeah. So Urian's got Ibuki in the corner. Ibuki dashes up, takes the grab. Very good. Urian's like, I'm back to grab again. And here's a mirror for your troubles.
I love just the shoulder to push them into it. Now you're just in the corner. Got a deal. You got overheads.
Oh, parry? Yeah, you got locked in your DP. And Mose takes it over. Bonanza sweep 2-0. Yeah, it's hard when you're fighting and your opponent's waist is about to the top of your head. You're really hard pressed to win the neutral game in that space.
Yeah, it's definitely scary, right? Because also, I mean, like, Ibuki, those kunai can be punched. So it's like, if you're trying to contest Urian at that range that he likes to stand at, go for an Ibuki, like, kunai, jump forward kunai. Forward medium punch just hits you both.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, and trades are really bad for Ibuki because she has less health than normal. And if you trade in the air, Urian can do those cherry tackles like you said and just like do half your life off a trade. You're like, that doesn't seem fair.
And I mean, health is only half the story too, because suddenly you're in the corner.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Urian wants to be, because Urian is like a fine character without meter, but if you're in the corner and he's got meter, you're probably going to eat a combo.
Yeah, it's definitely a scary place. Urian's favorite place to be for sure. But man, yeah, quick games there. I think we're gonna see Scrub coming up next. Local Neko Arcade, Neko Dojo Ken player.
MRM, Neko Jojo, Scrub, Scurb, Leon, Leo, a man of many talents and names. Yeah, he probably will be deploying his Ken, the classic Ken. You know, we've got Virsaga here as Ken. Kazu's probably play Ken. We got lots of people here that play the cooler Shoto.
As they should. I mean, really, like, he's just so comfortable.
Comfortable, yes.
I don't know, like if you're a Shoto player in other games, like everything he's got just feels cozy and powerful.
Yeah, he's fast, he's got good moves, he's super good. I actually think here in this next matchup we're gonna see a R.E.V.O versus Ken.
Oh, we got a Denjin?
We're gonna have, I don't know if it's Denjin, it might be Shinku, but we're gonna have a fist bump to start the match, I think, which is
Classic.
the best. Cause you got that a custom intro, Ibuki Makoto's intros. You know, I live for the custom intros.
Yeah, we just gotta get a Hugo made out here.
Yeah.
That way Hugo
and Alex.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one's gotta be my favorite.
I mean, Alex is the main character of the game. So, you know.
Ryu who?
No, he's old news. Ryu? Ryu? No one knows how to even say his name.
From Fortnite?
From Fortnite.
That guy? He's in fighting games too? I never would have guessed.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Mai from Street Fighter's in the new R.E.V.O game.
Yes.
It's very exciting. Yep, so you've got a Scrub and JMF. I was on JMF's teams last night in a 2v2 bracket.
How was he playing?
He's playing good. He got some Ryu stuff out there I've never seen before, so that was really fun. We're gonna see, is he gonna Denjin it up? Yeah, all right. SA3 mirror match, here's the fist bump. Boom, oh, I love it.
Yes, sir. And in the subway, we got the good song. Y'all folks at home can't hear, but it's jamming.
Yep.
That's correct. Just playing real aggro. He loves just really getting in your face and not letting the opponent breathe.
Yeah, if your first medium uppercut misses, just hit 2 more. Why not?
Nice. And yeah, you see he's already with the parries offensively. Another thing that he just really loves to do is sweep, holding that space, but you gotta parry him both.
It's always the 2 hits. Yeah, that's a hard one to parry. I've gotten hit just like that many a time. See JMF can navigate around Scrub's parries. Whoa. Nice uppercut. Oh, wow. That's like 1 frame too early or something.
Right. The super jump in. No meaty for you.
Good parry. Throw the tech. Neutral jump and the grab. Tomahawk in Smash Brothers world.
Yeah, right. I love how they're just mixing up. Nice confirm there. And I love how they're mixing up their jumping timings with the empty jump, the really delayed. We saw from JMF the delayed jump medium punch at one point.
Yep. Scrub takes the first round of JMF, just playing classic Ken. You know, hitting good buttons, not getting thrown, doing some mind games, like you said, with the empty jumps. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, didn't really get to see JMF cook a whole lot yet, but I like this, like, just knowing that time to get a little bit unorthodox, right?
Yeah, now he's cooking. We're still in the subway, but Ryu's gone. Now it's time for his master.
And you gotta wonder, right? Oh, just not blocking low, unfortunate. Looks like he's banking parries on wake up, but here we go. I was gonna wonder if maybe having a flash kick would help him out on defense, but he's sticking with his guns with these wake-up parries, and it's working out, fighting his way out of the corner here.
Yep. And there goes the super. I think he's alive. Yeah.
Pixel, the magic pixel. Can you do it?
Yeah, grabs are so fast in this game. Even if you whip, you can still like just run up and grab again.
2 frames, brother. That's crazy.
That's so few frames.
Oh, no cancel.
Here we go.
Chicken wing.
Bam, bam. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, he's going for like a little air flip. I wonder if that was a mistake.
Whoa. The one time he uppercutted. It goes so far out there.
And he's sitting on all this meter, but no opportunity to use it yet. Nice parry. But things are starting to get dire for JMF.
Yep. JMF needs something here, and that's the match. Scrub takes it over JMF 2-0.
I feel like we saw like signs of life at the end, you know.
Yeah, we did. We saw some signs of life in the middle too, getting the close medium punch and make some of the combo going. But Scrub, I play Scrub a lot out of the Neko Dojo.
Yes, sir.
I don't beat him a lot. he usually gets me, but it's always a fun time.
He's one of those players that I feel like, you know how players play styles will reflect their personalities to a certain.
Yep.
I feel like his approach to playing Ken just is exuding confidence.
He's always feeling himself.
Just going to force you to contend with that.
Yeah, he's often
and until you show anything, he's not going to change anything up.
Yeah, he will often, do the classic approach you, down parry, and then do a combo. And you're playing the game, you're just like, why do I even hit a button then?
Yeah.
If someone's approaching me, I should be able to hit them. But then they parry, I lose a third of my life? What's going on here?
It's so real.
Yeah.
It's so real. And man, it looks like this bracket is just running real quick. So it looks like
these matches are quick. We're watching CVS2 is also happening here right now, main stage of Fight Kingdom. That game is not go quick.
Oh man, we got Nerd Josh here. That's hype.
Yeah, he was on The Fight Is Right last night. If you attended.
What is that by a character?
The Fight Is Right is where you see a combo, but not the health bar. And then after the combo is done, 4 players have to guess how much % of damage that combo did without going over. So no one did the 1% Zaffo, though. But we did get a couple exactsies, so that was very exciting.
That's fun. Okay, but we got, I wonder if he's going to run the Oro again. JMZ?
JMF is back again with Ryu/Oro.
Ooh, but his opponent, I'm aware, is quite strong. Did you catch the name? You were going to pull
I was going to pull up until I remember we had the camera looking at us. Let's see. Logan Arc? I don't want to promise. Look at the names here in a second. It's definitely not Scrub, but we'll see what happens. Chu Bronca, right. So Chu Bronca on Chun, and JMF back up to the Ryu on the rooftop.
Yeah, interesting decision not to stay Aura, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, uppercuts are pretty good in this game against Chun-Li. What's happening?
Man, yeah, Chubranka kind of, until there, just holding this corner as if it was an advantageous position.
Yeah, spinning bird kick again. Gets out of the corner.
Sweeping the Tatsu. And yeah, JMF's just kind of running into a lot of these normals Chubranka is throwing out.
I mean, that's the Chun-Li experience. The overhead punishes the EX spinning bird kick. Cool.
Yeah, crazy. Low crush.
What?
Oh, that could
Fireball.
have been airing
wall.
a huge wall jump.
JMF was ready for the wall jump. He's like, oh, you're going to jump back at me? You're approaching me? Come here.
Really smart layers by both players. Oh, good parry, but doesn't get the super.
Again, stuffing the bird kick. More overheads, please.
Yeah, what invincibility. I wonder if he's going to start waking up with super at some point.
Whoa. Well, we got a little damage in.
Yeah, interesting just going for the uncharged.
What?
Oh.
Oh. There's a good punish. There we go. All right, JMF takes the first match over Chubranka.
Yeah, that second round, it looked like so much of JMF's damage came from Chubranka getting a hit, not really being able to do much with it, and then getting swept after.
Yeah, like I'm not used to, like the overhead ate the EX spinning bird kick like 4 times or something that match. And it's like, well, that's the wrong direction. I expect the EX spinning bird kick to be an overhead, but JMF has good timing on it.
Oh, tried to go for the parry, but nice. Went for the button on the ground after Chubranka, looking ready. And look at this wall he's putting up. Low crushing R.E.V.O sweep with her own sweep.
Pushes the DP with the grab in the corner. Touch out of there.
JMF. Here we go. Chubranka, though, this time sitting on a nice life lead.
Oh, there super. Now that I don't think you can beat with overhead with R.E.V.'s overhead.
Not trying to let that happen again, man.
Yeah, we've upgraded from EX to Super, the right direction to go. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, already halfway to his next super.
That's Chun-Li for you. Yeah. All right, good parry into a punch into. Wow, he's punishing the abare.
That point blank too, like no fear about wake up parry.
Yeah, JMF is using the Shoto sweep on. There's a crouching forward into Tatsu.
Oh, and this round looking way different for Chubranka. But these rapid kicks just kind of keeping him safe in these scramble situations. Not quite enough though, as JMF taking this second round.
Right, game point for JMF. R.E.V.O super on deck.
But Chubranka has their own, and here we see it busted out. No super jump though, and just getting thrown back to the corner now. JMF gets to aggress.
Whoa, uppercuts the overhead of there, and Denjin, take that.
A little early.
He's right back in the corner. She goes. Oh, jumps to the other side. Now Chun-Li has R.E.V.O in the corner.
And these are the scrambles that have been going Chubranka's way. Let's see if they really only need like 2 nice big hits. The super is on deck, but getting thrown.
Neutral jump throw, Shoto sweep. The Shoto sweep can beat Chun-Li super. All right, so Chubranka won that match. They did play a lot more supers that round, and it really is good if you land super with Chun-Li.
It's funny because, I mean, like, the first game kind of showed us that the wake-up reversal reads were there. They were just getting beaten by overhead.
Yeah. And Chubranka adapted, was like, you know what? How about I super and wake up instead of EX spinning bird kick again? Wow, that's a lot better. I mean, I would have tried EX spinning bird kick too against Yuri overheads.
Little difference for JMF, though. We did see the charge on that Denjin. I wonder if we're going to see more butter on that biscuit this round.
Butter.
But nice parry, jump back on these, not letting these fireballs go so easily.
Oh, blocks the uppercut, punches the sweep, down on the ground. Whoa.
Back to the corner, but the super again used to bust out. And now that he's switching to this more invincible option again, these
repeat the rewards.
100%.
Yeah, he knows where his bread is buttered.
Oh man, but holding that screen, JMF.
Denjin, yeah, you could jump over. A little bit of a scramble in the end, but Chubranka won that match, and a match point for them.
Coming down to this, JMF starting the round pretty well. Gets this nice corner advantage. No super on deck for Chubranka to reversal out yet.
J-Mev's been landing everything.
Parry too.
It's a sweep. J-Mev is a different fighter. Spinning bird kick gets out.
But now he's got to make that pixel comeback.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. But wow, J-Mev was on fire that first game.
And super almost on both sides as we go into this final round. Who will take this last one to win the set? Here we go.
Fireball. Oh, too far. The parry, the attack was so high.
Oh no, he believed. Where's the parry? No parry though.
Yeah, dash up, grab, get in the corner. For Genji, that's what you want. Almost stunned. Almost done. There it is. Take that. Oh.
Yep. Here we go. EX spinning bird kick out. The overhead getting thrown though.
On EX Fireball takes it. J-Mev wins over Chubranka 2-1. That was a fun match. And here we have the replay.
Let's see. Is this the air parry? No, this is the low forward getting thrown.
Wow. Yeah, that's just showcasing the strength of Friendly Super, which turns out it's pretty good. Dinjin jumps over. Yep.
Yeah, we got Q back. We got Q back on the sticks coming up next.
We love Q. There's a stun. Ryu's pretty good at stun, especially when allied with his Denjin Hadoken. Yeah, good stun action there. So, and now we got Q. So we've got Q versus
Slamtown. Was Slamtown our Buki
double
player?
I thought, is that double cube action? Is this a Q mirror?
It is. Okay. You gotta wonder.
So,
do they both just triple taunt at the start?
that's what we're all hoping for. We want to, no backdashing. They probably agreed it. Just stand, triple taunt, and give us what the people want. Oh, they're not doing it.
No.
Come on, where's the... Okay.
No, they want blood.
They want blood. They're here to fight in the kingdom of fight.
Low into slap into overhead.
Punch, slap, and Slamtown gets a perfect on Mikey C.
I'm a little shook. I'm just going to be candid and say Mikey C was the one in their own respective sets who looked a bit more comfortable on the character. So to see Slamtown come out the gates with that perfect.
Yeah, got a P on Mikey C with Q.
Run the whole alphabet today.
There's the grab. That grab range is so far.
Oh, but a little drop.
Oh, 2 parries. You gotta have more than that. Oh, it landed just beforehand. Time to taunt.
Yeah, and crazy enough, just the first taunt of this entire set.
The best counter for your opponent taunting his Q is to taunt yourself. Parry into EX slaps to take it. Mikey C answers back. He's like, you may feed me, but I can Q you with the V.
Ooh, I love that little check right at the start of the round.
The classic checking Q dash punch and Makoto dash and all these things. There's one taunt.
Oh man, Slamtown. Looking like he knows this mirror, yeah. Because all the parries in the right places, Mikey C just so on the back foot it seems, and even just trying to punish the slap, he's getting hit on his way in.
Danger just to cancel it to get another rush punch in.
I love how many like supers in this game are just able to be used as almost like RCs.
Yeah, it's 100% RC.
It's the original V trigger.
Oh wow, yeah, okay. I guess staying in Street Fighter will make sense. But yeah, the super is like, I don't need you for your damage. I need you to reset myself. Run away, it's Q, but there's Q on that side too. Sorry, little kids, you're in trouble either way.
Oh, swept. Air to air is Mikey C starting this round out pretty
one
nice.
gets Satan and eats some damage.
But now he's starting to check Mikey C waking up, perhaps?
Oh yeah, Q, I know how this character works. Oh, back that dashes out of the grab. One taunt. Oh, this is full screen backing up a crash kick.
Yeah, both players kind of like looking like they're waiting for the other one to taunt so they can rush punch.
Oh, there it is! He landed it so fast. Danger.
Now stealing, stealing that health lead.
Back to even basically. Let's see, Mikey C use some meter to punch.
flubbing that car at throw, it looks like.
Whoa, dashes into Slamtown's lovingly slapping arms.
Oh, man. You know what I wish would be a thing in this game? Is for audiences to yell with Q when he buffs.
That would, yeah, sometimes they do it. We need a microphone at the stage. But let's see, Mikey C just punching Slamtown over and over, but Slam's blocking it. Whoa. Joe baits the grab, gets a slap. Oh, one frame quicker.
And just back and forth this round so far. The parry, but he's not able to get the cross-up button.
Kind of a parry tick throw.
Dude, it's literally just the game of tick hits. Who's going to get anything? Oh, man, but he's coming in that jump jab. He wants to explode.
One taunt. Punch. Oh, that was so close. That was so close.
Oh my gosh, he's just going for these command grabs, but the parry slap, so consistent.
Parry EX slap, that's the punish you want. Punch. Kick. It's all in the mind.
And no need for the taunt anymore, already fully taunted. So he's able to take that, right?
Wow. Slamtown finishes the match right there over Mikey C with some well-timed parries, some well-timed punches, and some well-timed slaps.
Ooh, we saw our almost triple parry there, but the whiff punish with the super.
Punch, taunt, then ending on the taunt. You love it. This has to be a really fun match. It looks really cool because like you have such fewer options than other characters, but your opponent's just as strong as you are, so you can't complain about any tier advantage then.
And man, we see coming up next. I'm going to spoil it for the audience at home who can't see. I suppose you know it still can't be able to see it. We got the JMF versus Salon's own Mason.
Oh, we get the Pink Hugo.
Bro plays a Honda in Street Fighter, so it's fun to see him play other characters. Yeah. We got the Hugo.
Yeah, there's no Honda in this game, but they do both like to hug people, so he's got that going for him. Maybe he just plays the hug archetypes.
Right, and off the gate, we already see some familiarity with the system mechanics with these parries. Very, very important as a Hugo player.
Yeah, you live and die on your parry actions, Hugo.
Oh, but parry this, you casual. That's not a third strike, or not a Street Fighter 3 main.
Yeah, when I said live or down parries, well, you died because you didn't parry the Dinjin. You have to. It's unblockable.
Shoulda lived.
Shoulda lived. Pro tip, living is good. We'll see if Hugo can land this 360 super in waiting in the wings.
And I love this. JMF already preparing, jumping in with these empty throws to bait the anti-air parries.
And baits the grab.
Oh, yeah. Knows that he's gonna...
There we go. You parry, you live. Now just grab. Oh. That Tatsu was spaced a little too far, I think, for a 360.
Now look at him high-owing in there. Just forward dash crouch.
Everyone's so afraid, yeah. If I was Jamie, I'd be afraid too. It's got this large man with a full super meter just jumping at you.
Yeah, right. The moment any Tatsu goes whiffing, goes flopped, that's a comeback right there.
There, okay. That's one way to deal with the super.
Just walking him down, but JMF doing a good job of walling him out with these air-to-air jump backs.
Yeah, JMF, the jump back heavy kick is really doing work against Hugo. Yep. You can't run away in the same direction forever, but you can just Shakunet's Hadoken and take the round. He takes it one over. JMF over Madison.
It's kind of nice, these small pools, being able to see these players come around a second time to really show their stuff against another opponent.
Yeah, I've played a lot of fighting games where sometimes you get mostly double perfect. You're like, I've played this game forever. You just don't get a chance to breathe, and you're going to show off your skill. And M8sin is like, you know what? Let me show you some auto skill.
Interesting pick. JMF, though, was the player we saw earlier on this character, so you know we're going to see some familiarity.
Yeah, the rice bag falls over, and we'll see... Or Madison is throwing a lot of fireballs, but JMF's like, here, have a Soryuken.
Honestly, I feel like this makes a little more sense from a character, like, person perspective. He is a charge character player.
Oh, yeah.
But, anyone stuck in the corner against that Denjin, charge not really going to help you much there.
Yeah, it's, if you're that close, you can wait a couple frames and make your parry invalidated, so it's really tricky. punch. Get out of here. Ooh, dash up forward. Tatsu, overhead. JMF loves his overheads.
Yeah, we're seeing him go for it a lot more this round, too. Go figure, we got Mason holding that down charge.
The second hit of the EX Fireball cancels out the super. Unfortunate.
Blocking out, JMF building this meter. One more Denjin could pretty simply close it out here. A throw, overhead.
Dash up.
Denjin online.
Denjin online.
One throw is on
There
there
it is.
too.
There it is. Charge it up. Take that. And JMF takes it 2-0 over Madison.
Now, to his credit, Mason did get one nice parry on that. On the 3-hit one, right?
Yes.
But
Fireballs, huh? Should be illegal versus a grappler character. Should be illegal.
definitely looking devastating. JMF really just showing that full control of screen space. The projectile play just so well done.
He used regular Fireball, EX Fireball, Shocker Nets, and then Denjin Fireball too. Just like all the fireballs of the rainbow Ryu's got.
Yeah, not just Denjin as like the anti-parry as well. Like the red fireball to close out these rounds.
Yeah.
Knowing that you need to do both of those parries, right?
Yeah, and like if you are maybe mid-range where you're not full screen and you do a red Fireball, you don't always know it's going to be red by the time you parry. You maybe just parry once and then hit. Oh, second hit, I'm knocked down. Ryu maybe Ryu tops you to get back up to you, and then Oki is going to run on you.
Yeah, it's devastating too because it's like if you're trying to buffer like a jump out of that, that's like a legit snap. Oh, snap! Hold on, wait. Actually, Bucktooth versus Dagger G.
This will be a fun match.
Little heaters, winners, semis.
Oh wow, yeah. Winner semis here at Fight Kingdom for pools 4 or 5, I think, of Third Strike. This is actually the largest Third Strike tournament in the Pacific Northwest there's ever been.
Yeah, and I don't know if it is this year, but I believe last year it was a qualifier for
Jazzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year was 41 people. This year is 47. So we've gone up a couple people. You know, Fight Kingdom, this is the 4th year of Fight Kingdom. It's gotten bigger every year, and it's just an awesome time.
Incredible venue, honestly. The people at home can see a little bit of it on that third player cam, but this room is so wide open. It's really just perfect.
Speaking of wide open, we've got Dagger G trying to keep it wide open against Bucktooth's Ken.
But Bucktooth, of course, going to be trying to...
Wow, we saw tech, parry, move.
Man, and that is why you don't anti-air with DP so often in this game, but Bucktooth say, watch me.
Well, there's so much mind games happening under the surface here. Oh, keep him out. What has happened? They're crashing so fast.
Seriously, just preventing the walk in. Bucktooth not checking that dash, though. We see Dagger G.
Oh, Dagger G's parrying low so often.
Yeah, playing at that range where these booms are so risky to go for. You see Dagger G just alternating between the cold blue and the overhead, finally gaining enough space here. But Bucktooth content to not jump at all as he walks his way in.
Yeah, 1 fireball and 3 hits. It's worth it.
Yeah, it really was.
Ooh, trade on fireballs, real anime moment.
Nice pickup there as well.
This is really hard to get out of. It's like a Dragon Ball move where they send 7 projectiles all at once at you. All right, we saw crouching forward from Ken, but no combo. Grab, all right. Dagger G's parrying a lot, keeping Bucktooth away with those long legs.
Man, you see, right, when he's at that range where it's not even... Oh, parry? No, he just gets that nice punish.
Ooh, uppercut. Too far away for that?
Oh, man, here's the wall.
Wow, the hit, boom, hit, boom.
And I love it. You see how it's at that beautiful spacing.
Oh,
nice.
Bucktooth threads the needle and finds a crouching forward to super. What Ken does best.
Checking low with that crouch medium. But still, the amount of health Bucktooth had to spend to get in on him like this.
Bucktooth had the parry, but still didn't get mixed. Oh, just Tatsu on wake up.
Oh, the low parry, he needed it with the confirm
Wow.
as well.
What a gas. Low parry and a crouching forward uppercut to seal the round. against all odds.
Now, I was going to say earlier, oh my gosh, what a great way to open. You saw Dagger G barely missing that low parry attempt on it, too.
That was close. The game of frames.
These two are just playing that down parry game. Anytime you see that range, right? The moment that Dagger G gets in that, like, I could be thrown, I'm not sure it's the range to go for these charge inputs. You see these players playing so aggressive with these preemptive down parries, allowing for the situation where now Bucktooth can just dash in, throw on Wake Up, but Dagger G with a Wake Up super of his own, just adding those booms on the screen, closing out that first game.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, Wake Up super, what a scrubby move. It works. It works every fighting game ever made. It'll keep working in every fighting game ever made. You give somebody super with invulnerability, and they will use it.
Why not, right? But of course, just running back, no time to think, no time to breathe. These are some gamers to a capital G.
To the capital Dagger G. Blonde players in the club. Let's see them fight.
Nice little throw to start things off.
Yep. Throws a boom, advances behind it. All right, now we're in the range where, Dagger G wants to keep Bucktooth in the corner like that. We'll see if Bucktooth can get out again, because this is like, what do? You can't hit him.
Right. And you see the adjustments, Bucktooth knowing that any button he presses is gonna whiff, so he,
wow, Bucktooth hit like 5 fireballs in a row, then jumped to Dagger G, and then all became bad.
And he walked so far to get that, though. Oh, no, confirm. Now look at him watch.
Buffering.
Work this spacing. Didn't want to try and confirm that low short, but a parry into a medium is going to work as well. Get that meter build. Another low. Flash kick.
Wow, yeah, you can parry those, but like, Dagger G's already inputted the flash kick. You have to parry and then like block or something, because that move's coming out right after that.
And for those at home, I know I was talking about bashing the YDP as an anti-air, but Ken has that really nice mind game at play where it's like he could go for the light or he could go for the heavy. You're going to have to either parry one or a few.
Yeah.
Dagger G, though.
That's one way to get out of the corner. It's just super jump, EX Tatsu, you're out of there.
And I mean, good on Bucktooth. We really haven't seen him go to that well a lot this set.
So we'll see. Yeah, now he's back in the corner. How many fireballs will he eat before he gets out? 3 is counting. It's just a rough place to be in.
It's so scary because Bucktooth almost forced into a position where he needs to use a fireball as a longer normal just to fight his way out of this corner. But Dagger G, of course, has 2 sometimes.
Yeah, so there's that EX Tatsu. Did get him out again. So now you can play actual Street Fighter instead of like trying not to die to booms. Look at this, the spacing on this. Dagger G's just moving so much. Look at him. Look at the move.
Yeah, and he's not even.
The double short, but it was blocked. Oh,
No
not a full
launcher.
punish. This is Bucktooth's time. He's living on borrowed time.
And the throws are whiffing. Bucktooth can absolutely make this comeback, but he can't get touched.
And Dagger G takes it 2 over Bucktooth. That was a fun match to watch.
I love when a player, you saw at the end, Bucktooth just throwing his whole weight into that input.
Yep.
Just, I always call it, this is a carryover from my Melee days. We call that the Mario Kart DI.
The Mario Kart, yes, exactly.
You know, it's like when you're turning in Mario Kart, you're turning, especially, I mean, if you started on Wii.
Oh, sure.
You know,
yeah, the
you're already
controls,
in it.
yeah. It's like any mecha anime where the controller, the pilot is like putting their heart into their board. You're just pushing the stick forward. Doesn't matter how you feel, or maybe it does. So that's why we play fighting games here. And so we have a classic match of Kazi versus Scrub. This is a Neko Dojo commonplace matchup. I see this all the time. Yuri versus Ken. This will be a delight to watch. Winner semis.
Yeah, we did see a little bit of Kaz earlier, but we didn't see a whole lot of, you know, of the cheap stuff, I want to say. But parry into launcher is the starter. Now we get a nice unblockable off.
Scrub found the way to get a grab. He wasn't quite in the range of the mirror.
Yeah, missed the second dash. Unfortunate. Oh, but another parry.
There's so much happening.
Already looking like a game defined by these reversal parry moments.
Yeah.
And Scrub not ready for one of those 2 lows right there.
Both these players' parry game is on point. And like you fight them, you're like, time to attack. If you get parry, you lose half your life. Yeah, that's a weird scramble of parries. Dash up grab, shot is quick in this game. Oh, stuffs the EX headbutt.
One of the things about like low tiers in this game, I feel like, is that nice
Oh,
big
this is
combo
so
here.
much damage.
And we're getting to go into that unblockable. Oh, there. No, doesn't confirm off of it though. Not a whole lot of damage. As Scrub able to make this comeback, does get the meter to make it safe.
Oh,
Nice.
bounce you back in playing some volleyball here. EX uppercut, parry this.
Nice block.
Oh, EX Tatsu, uppercut, it's so much damage.
Yo, banking it on the light.
Oh, jumped up, baited the heavy, the heavy uppercut only hits one hit if you're way up in the air like that. Scrub, Cassie just knew. Jump, block, parry the hit. Oh, so good.
That was so sick. Yeah, the mind game that I detailed last game is just out the window if you're ready for it.
Wow, these players are so good. It's so fun to watch.
And I was gonna say, one of the things with this game that allows mid tiers and low tiers to just stay in the game competitively, of course, is that parry, right? And so we're gonna see like a lot of Kaz going for like parry into launcher because it's such a juicy starter.
Yes.
But if you're that player that's playing like that anyway, you get these parries in the air,
yeah,
right?
most of these players are getting the damage off of throws and parry into combos, and that's third strike, like at its finest.
At its finest indeed.
Whoa.
Just setting things up earlier, the wall. He's not going to get an unblockable, but you gotta just deal with it.
EX Tatsu gets out to the corner, the classic Ken way to escape. Punch, get on the ground. Here's a mirror for your troubles.
Oh, he tries to go for the parry, but still unblockable. Nice. I love that he got that side switch convert too.
Oh, good parry into that. Oh, throw. Let's see what the other mix-up is. Low parry into throw. Kazzy and your low parries.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. I was like, is Scrub gonna grab again for the kill? No. Ooh.
It's such a scary Oki option too with that throw.
Oh,
got the first parry, but it is a two-hit. Oh,
things are.
Combo. A little bit of aura farming in the middle.
Kazzy's popping off with, but Leon's like, you know what? I can super too. Let's see what the mix-up is.
I love Leon got hit by that combo and looked at him like, bro, why that route?
Yeah, that's so much damage every time. Whoop, too far, slugs him, try to throw me, I'll just punch you in the face.
Yeah, and we see Scrub
Block
just...
the overhead? Nope. Block the low, yes.
The blocks are there.
Oh, gets a kick out at the exact right time. Oh, we almost had some glorious air EX Tatsu parry actions.
And I really want to highlight what you said, that jump in the corner, jump back right as the Aegis was dissipating to come down at the normal. So nice.
That comes from thousands of hours of this game and hundreds against Irian.
Uh-oh, but nice.
Where did Kid's health go? It's been 10 seconds. Kid's lost most of his health.
Bro's got execution. We love that combo.
Oh, the full damage combo lands that target combo starting with medium punch.
Oh, stealing the corner. No dice, though.
EX Tatsu gets out of there. All right, it's time for Kazzy to show him some mirrors. Oh, bounce. Oh. Scrub's like, hey, I can act. Oh, throw was a little slow, I think.
Yeah, big tech. Gotta keep him alive.
Oh, neutral jump punch. Kazzy takes it. 2-0 against Scrub. Wow. That match was so fast. I feel like both characters were doing so well in it. It was 2-0.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
One of those. It was close, though.
Yeah.
This right here, the fact that he got the air flip into it being another hit, into that being like, why not, right?
That's like a weird combo scramble. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's great. If you're like trying to guess, because like it would also handle the medium or light Shoryuken maybe if you just parry there. Cool. Usually you'll wake up with a heavy punch parry because it's invulnerable and 3 hits on the ground. But like sometimes you get the 2 hits where they don't get hit off of it and you fly up in the air and then they punish you. Or sometimes your opponent's a god like Kazzy and they jump and bait it and parry you once in the full combo for the win.
But man, that's gonna mean Kazzy gonna be moving to, I believe, moving out for tomorrow. So that means Dagger, G, and Kaz gonna be moving on for winners top 16. Still have to find out between Bucktooth and JMF, and then Scrub, who we just saw, versus Slamtown, who again showing his stuff as the premier Q of this pool.
Yes, the Q premier.
He's going so fast, yeah.
Yeah, these players want to punch each other, fight them on the streets. Ah, Brazil. Brazil.
Ronaldinho, soccer.
Sadly, no Blanca in this game.
Sadly.
Yes, sadly.
Is that you a Blanca player?
God, no.
Like, only Blanca players are saying that.
Oh, Blanca's great. Blanca's sweet. He's green, but here we get the fist bump. Again, you love to see it. We've got Blanca, no way, Shotos, that's where it's at. Those are the real Street Fighters. Down in New York City.
This is the marketability patch right in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, punish that. Nice.
What? Oh, Harry's whoop. Shoto's sweep.
Yeah, right. Both of them just going hard for these sweeps or for these low parries, and you see why. Bucktooth's ready.
Yeah, not a player needed a super that round. Let's see if J-Mef can get some hot dinging action. Oh, that's a good anti-air. Whoa, too far. Dig deep.
Side switches him, but yeah, if you can short super, why not?
Yeah.
So that dash up still has meter, and dang, pretty late match on that
Oh,
throw.
nice double parry on the kicks, but couldn't quite convert it.
Oh my gosh.
Low parry in the corner.
The reads were just there. Bucktooth knowing his timing. Taking that first game pretty dominantly, I'll be honest.
Yeah, he did deploy more supers and got more parries, so that'll do it.
Sometimes that is all it comes down to. And JMF playing a little slower. Both players kind of playing a little slower to start things off. Not giving Bucktooth the opportunity to go for that nice sweep.
Oh, that's a max range grab in the corner. There's the classic JMF overhead. Let's see if he does it again. Oh, close range Shoto sweep gets answered by a Shoto sweep. Another one. Another one.
Though, it feels like he's on offense going for some pretty big swings here, though, and Bucktooth adjusting, just waiting and going for these nice cross cut.
That auto-corrected uppercut into short super.
Beautiful.
I love New York. Yay.
That's how you know you're in New York, is when you see that sign.
Yes, yeah, on the girder.
Uh-oh. Blocked it standing, still got the punish. And JMF opting to take a lot of space, but getting anti-aired anyway.
Instantly fires the Dinging, but Bucktooth can jump over it.
Man, it's looking rough, though.
One parry, yeah. That's really hard.
Nice
Is it?
Firm. Not quite dead, but
Not quite alive either.
it's so real.
Yeah, and Bucktooth takes it over JMF.
Yeah, that,
Wow. We're back.
No highlights?
We're back. The highlight is us talking about Street Fighter.
I mean, the people at home, I'm sure, wouldn't want it any other way.
Correct. We're here at, to remind you all where we're at Fight Kingdom here in Redmond, Washington. This is the 4th year Fight Kingdom's been going on with Zaffo being our host. It's an awesome time. You've got tons of arcade machines, tons of old fighting games, even some new fighting games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Street Fighter 6. We've got City of the Wolves.
Yes, first, I think, an inaugural bracket in our region.
Certainly they existed. That's a Mark of the Wolves shout out back there. But that game looks pretty sick. But now we've got Scrub versus Slamtown.
Yes, sir. Ken versus Q.
Yeah, Ken Q. Q Ken. Can combat Q correctly?
Ken Q, but it's not on that monitor. It's actually on a no Ben Q.
No, oh, Ben Q. Yeah, there we go. And Q the match to start. So we're gonna see. Ken's already taken Q down to half health. That's how it goes. Low parry into super. Tell me if you've heard this story before.
Bro, I love Slamtown just throwing up his hands. What am I supposed to do against this top tier character, brother?
Yeah, you punch him. That's what you do. And you kick him sometimes.
Man, it's starting
Danger.
to work too. Plus,
The countdown has begun. Watch out. First off, that's unblockable. Not a human soul alive can block that.
yeah, you're telling me I'm supposed to back parry?
Yeah.
What is what?
Taunt. There it is.
got it,
I don't
though.
think he heard me.
He didn't get it.
We'll take those. That's still worth it, even if you get hit by a fireball.
But man, just encroaching on him. Scrub just taking this ground.
Yeah, that blue kin to blend in with that blue background.
Bro,
Oh,
anytime it feels like Slamtown gets an opportunity to swing.
Oh, yes, there was. Had enough time. That's a whiff punish right there.
That's 3.
3 taunts. Q is fully online.
All right, that means he's got like, what, twice almost the health?
From where he started. Oh, parry. Oh! It's okay. The triple taunt. That right there is why this game will never die. It's so hype. Anybody's game. No one knows what's going to happen. It's up to each player's skill. Wow. What a game.
He almost had those parries, too.
Oh, he had them. He was working on it. He was on the way to greatness. It's really hard to practice because there's so many unique situations in this game. Like, how often will you get the fireball and super in that timing to parry that? Because you have to parry everything. You have no life.
It makes me wonder if there's a point where Slamtown will ever consider the reversal super.
Oh, maybe. I mean, that super was a hell of a whiff punish. So
It's true, right? That put him back in the game.
Mm-hmm. We got one taunt. Punch.
Nice blocks.
So angry, just slammed the ground.
Like 0 range on that move, too.
Punch.
So funny how it works.
Taunt. Wow, that was a convincing round by Slamtown.
Dude, really just like standing there menacingly, too.
Why is he just standing there menacingly? Danger. Taunt gets that scot-free.
All right, but this is, back throw incident.
You're in the corner, the flying knee.
And look how much space he has to burn.
Kick.
Just stuck back in the corner.
No, the grab. Why can he uppercut 3 times like that?
Ooh,
Danger.
this is what we wanted. Here we go. Is that 2?
Oh,
but of course.
2 parries. He's alive. Time to super. No.
And there's the super's gone. The risk is gone. Scrub going, bringing this to the last potential set of the round. Game of the round. Round of the round.
Game point for Scrub. Oh, Q drop kicks him.
High.
1 taunt, 2? Yes. Okay. All right. This is Q's. This is Slamtown's game. Oh, he's feeling him. He's feeling like he's outranging those sweeps.
Look at these placements, man.
3 taunts. We're there. Full life. Full taunts. Super online. Let's go. I'm so scared. Unblockable.
The EX though, the EX Tatsu just holding down this neutral anytime he needs an escape at these longer ranges.
Yeah.
But nice punish.
That's good punish by Scrub.
Nice, but the parry back throw. Slamtown getting so much off of these back throws, the spacing.
Yeah, so Slamtown wins the second game. Wow. If I was Scrub and you're seeing an opponent who's Q at full health, 3 taunts, and you're in your install super, that is not a position I'd want to be in.
I mean, low tier or not, that is a mountain and a half to climb.
He was like, what do? I have to guess right like 10 times or something with full combos to even win. But here we are, the final match of the round.
Man, I gotta wonder, like, I did, though, see Slamtown looking at his hands at the end of that last round. I wonder if we're coming in a little tilted, because we already see Scrub with that nice tech, actually. Huge. Whoa, cancel, keeping it safe.
Good punish on that DP. Oh. Yes, I like the single taunt because they're scared because you're orange. But then you taunt, like, I have to run at you again. Oh, he tried for it.
It's a good position, too. Oh, nice blocking high. No fuzzy for you, but the super is gone. He needs something big.
Whoa.
A normal throw would do it.
Anything will do it now. Yeah, that'll do it. Was that a chip or was that just classic?
Had to have been a miss parry, right?
Oh, what? Just call out jump? You get a double taunt just for slapping at the beginning?
So worth.
Taunt again.
There we go. Fully installed. It's that second hit, though, that keeps getting him on the air Tatsu. Oh, nice. Oh. Didn't catch the dash in, though.
Punch twice. Both hands.
And already the super a non-issue, but Scrub needing to make up this pretty hefty life deficit already.
Wow, yeah.
I think that was a 4th taunt.
Yeah, the second one may or may not have resolved, but like he had a chance, so might as well. Overhead. The overhead. No one ever overheads. No. Oh, slam the ground. That's what I think of your toes, Ken. You got those big feet. And Slamtown takes it 2-1 over Scrub.
Slamtown with the slam on the ground.
And he found his victory.
Oh my gosh, and that's putting Scrub out before top 16.
Yeah, so advancing from this pool is Dagger G, Kazi, Bugtooth, and Slamtown. Oh, yeah, 30. And then we're going to take here a 30-minute break here as we go to the next pool. This is the 4th or 5th pools of Third Strike. There's a lot of people striking here. I mean, this game is so good. They got it in one, which is why they call it Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. You know.
As they... Exactly. And man, you said, what was that, 47, 57 entrants?
47 entrants, the largest Third Strike tournament in the Great Pacific Northwest. We're here in Redmond. So Redmond is home to Nintendo and Microsoft, but most importantly, it's home to Fight Kingdom, where we're playing Third Strike among tons of other games. Yep, and we'll be back here shortly for some more Third Strike action. Catch you then.
Peace.
Cowboy, he plays Yun.
I enjoy this matchup quite a bit.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of classic Third Strike, right? You got Ryu from classic Street Fighter versus the new weird anime guy that they threw in this game.
Yeah, and Yun carried by Super R3, of course, that we all know.
Absolutely.
But what I like to see is kind of to really taking the limit with Ryu. We see Real Colonel who's using Super R3, which is a Denjin Hadouken, so that's going to be that unblockable mix-up with the Hurricane kick across full screen. Let's see the power of the parry coming true. Yeah, 2 medium kicks to kick it off there, and Real Colonel already got him in the corner throwing, but...
Oh, but now it looks like Kratos Cowboy's turn.
Yeah, got a bit of a drop.
Activate.
Yeah, got a bit of a drop on the turn combo there, but this time he gets a good agent activation. Going to walk it
confirms
down.
that second time.
Yeah, that big fierce punch energy there.
Doesn't get the ender.
Yeah, Real Colonel kind of dodges the bullet there, but he's quickly building up the meter back.
Colonel's dashing in a lot, just like making the issue Kratom Cowboy's problem, right? Like, making him have to deal with it. And then pop. Oh, didn't confirm off the
He's got a parry. He's got a parry somewhere, and when you don't do that, it's a matter of time.
It's kind of hard to parry and then do something against Genagent because it's got that super priority, right? So if you trade same frame, it's always going to be Genagent's favor. And he's got that 2-frame crouch light kick plus 13. Ooh.
Yeah, now he doesn't get the full charge on the Denjin there, but it does just go to build up that stun, and he gets a launch kick after the activation there, but just giving up solely the overheads there, which is just going to be the, he doesn't get follow-ups after the overhead, so it kind of pauses his combo and pressure. A lot of times people will just give up and yield to that overhead from the Genagent in the face.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like free damage if they're looking low. Oh, okay. It doesn't punish the Denjin. It's actually quite minus on hit if you don't stun. Okay.
There we go.
Kratom Cowboy picks up the combo, finishes it. Still had room to go. Kratom Cowboy goes up 1 game. Colonel looked like he was kind of starting to play a little more reactive versus Yun, you know. Kratom Cowboy, he's throwing in a lot of shoulders, activating off those. I wonder if, like, going into game 2, he's going to be looking for those parries into that big, meaty punish off, like, into a donkey kick, which is what Ryu loves.
Right, yeah, and you can get that from the standing light kick or the standing fierce.
Yeah, exactly.
It gets that wall bounce, it takes it to town. Confirms it off that target combo. And there he goes, gets started. Here comes the wake-up pressure here, goes for the low. Gets a little bit of a hack attack with that toward forward. Toward medium kick, rather.
It's always fun in Street Fighter tournaments.
That throwing out those palms just to build out some of the meter. Now we got Denjin on deck, baby. And Genagent full charged.
Yeah, both of them. Bases loaded. Ooh, parries out, but doesn't get stunned, which is critical. So now it's his turn with Genagent, but Colonel fighting back, sweeping and putting him into those knockdown, wasting as much Genagent as possible, and with a wake of DP, seals round 1, up a bunch of bar, too, critically.
Right.
All right, let's see what the round opening. Both just playing patient until Kratom Cowboy does a random dash punch. Puts him in the corner.
I like how they're taking turns off each other, and we see like it's just a race to get to that activation versus the unblockable. And there's that parry too. That's going to push him back. He's begging him to just go for the overhead, but he's trying to get the lows to get that reward from the Genagent. And now here comes the Denjin mix-up. Parries the first hit, and that
high stun.
Yeah, avoids like a full getting dizzy there. Yes.
Okay, stuns on deck. 1 throw, and there it is. Let's see, what's the combo? Den. Oh no, you missed it.
Nah, yeah, I missed the donkey kick there.
Well, let's see. Oh, he thought he had Denjin meter, but he didn't yet. Well, let's see the defense.
Oh, there we go. Calls on the answer projectile.
Goes right under it. You're right. And then
and he carries it going coast to coast. Gonna step back there and get the dash punch again with DP out of the corner.
The second time.
You gotta respect it.
You gotta
respect
That's
it.
Ryu.
You don't bait it. You don't block it.
You learned that
You're
from
eating
Super
it.
Turbo.
But you don't bait. You don't block. You know, it's just inevitable going to happen. There's
Yeah.
Colonel. Ties it up 1-1. I think we're going to stay the course with the Super R3 on both sides. Even though I'm more of a fan of the Yoo-Hoo. But
Oh, yeah?
we don't see that
It
too
does
often
massive
happening.
damage, though.
Yeah, it does. It does, you know. And I always tell people that, you know, Yang's Super R1 is +1 on block, you know, but it's still
true.
It still sucks.
There's advantages to everything.
There you go, the universal overhead there, but it gets caught back with that target combo. That's a lot of pushback and corner carry there. And that's going to put the Canadian on deck now. One thing we haven't seen here from Kratom Cowboy is being able to confirm in a Canadian on hit. It's usually been an on-block mix-up. There was an opportunity there with that juggle. And, the Colonel just on...
Well, let's see. And that wastes so much super, and it's a full combo. Nice.
Yeah, this
Colonel
time,
doesn't miss it this time.
Yeah, this
Something
time
I
doesn't
like
drop top
is Colonel on offense is waiting a lot more. He's waiting for these big openings that Kratom is kind of giving him. Oh, and
There we go.
just as I say that.
Yeah, but the target combo to the lunge punch was missing. A lot of the target combos not converting here for Cowboy. I mean, you could give him greater opportunities for damage and mix-ups, but instead it's allowing Colonel to get a parry here and there, get a reverse throw, or just fearlessly just throwing out that sweep against the active Canadian.
Oh, and then nice bait
There we
by
go.
Kratom.
Good forehead, got a shimmy there with a tech throw.
Oh, and there it is. That's exactly what he needed. Like
That's
you
the
said,
damage,
that 1,
yeah.
2, 3 and activate.
So just like that, we're already on match point.
I know.
99 seconds to take it home.
I think they're both warmed up. They're both multiple adjustments to their game plan.
Yeah, they just need to get that meter back up and going. You're
Yep.
seeing them using that medium punch, kind of the pump it.
Oh. Didn't quite walk forward enough for that throw off the tick.
Oh,
and
that's
then-
punishable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now
And
he goes for
it's
the knockdown
Young's
and
turn.
Canadian. This
And
time gets
right
the
away
grab.
for the Zenpo. Nice job. Oh, not quite close enough to connect that stand fierce.
When Denjin's on deck after the sweep, I think he
Yeah.
wanted to go for it there.
You gotta be careful. Oh, not close enough to get the throw into Dungeon, but now he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we
no.
go. Near
No
stun.
stun. Oh,
Oh, and he doesn't get the
Doesn't
meter
quite
full
get
with the
the
target
stun.
combo.
yeah, I think sweep does less stun than most other things. It's a little. Oh, let's see.
That's good blocking by Colonel.
See DP? No.
He knew exactly what
He
to give
did.
up there. Yep, and gets a throw. He might be in a good spot there. Goes for the EX
Oh, and that's
fireball.
it. No!
Punches
He does
blocked.
his punishment.
It's a
Oh my
scramble.
god! And he dive kicks right into the low forward and dies. Wow.
Let's look at this instant replay there. You see how he dodges underneath there. Then we got the Canadian active, trying to go coast to coast. That time gets a very nice juggle to get the first point on the board.
You see Colonel get a little thumbs up after getting Canadian comboed, you know. It never feels great, but these Neko Dojo players, you know, we all are a little family. We play every month. It's right in,
Would you say you're a litter?
I said
Because
we're
like that's a
fam-
family of
That's a
cats.
great
it's a litter.
point, you know?
Yeah. You guys should say it's a litter, you know?
I never thought about that, but I'm gonna steal that one.
Yeah.
Looks like we got Sam Yellow
Feel free.
X versus Lanuka. So it's going to be Makoto versus, I think, Ken. Okay.
Yeah.
Sam, normally, these are two Neko Dojo players again. Sam, normally a Marvel 2 player, but he likes playing Third Strike when he can.
Yeah, just there going after Samlock's Adam's apple immediately with the Karakusa.
Exactly.
We got that parry to get out the corner, but Lanuka says no. Samlock says nope. We heading back there. Gotta respect that TP.
Nice dash up throw, and now he's in the corner. It's Lanuka's time. Heavy punch. Oh, no EX. Saves the meter, and that is why it doesn't quite work out.
He had the motion, but nothing happened. No Super R3 to make it come, and then that back throw means business for Lanuka.
Watch out for that neutral throw Makoto does. I know Lanuka likes to abuse the invulnerability after it. For whatever reason, there's a weird glitch in Third Strike. You can just stand there for 20 frames and you're just completely invulnerable.
This time,
Oh.
he looked like a confirm off that low medium
And
punch.
it just didn't quite go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, no!
I thought it
Wow.
was going to confirm.
Wow, the RSVPs have gone cold
I
to the
know.
party.
Well,
Nobody's
he's
showing
probably
up. Nobody's on that event page
Yeah.
today.
Just looking over at him. We both messed up a lot.
I love that stare, you know.
Absolutely.
You're just looking at each other like, whoops.
Yep.
especially at a local. You want to take like a little bit of a breather, kind of stare at each other. And
Of course. It's different when it's a guy at a state that you don't know.
Right.
Okay, the round start. Dash in Karaxa. And now it's Makoto's time. Strike, throw.
Yeah, that stand medium kick is problematic. No fear to keep confirming after the parry, though. Just goes to show, parry's not the end of the
Oh,
world.
this is going to be stunned if he does EX. Oh, no, he didn't even need to.
Yeah, didn't need it again, and then just loops it.
Yep.
With the confirm into another Karakusa on desk.
Yeah.
And already Lineker is on match point.
That post dash punch mix is just so scary, You never know if Makoto is going to just jump, if she's going to do another command grab, if she's going to dash punch you again. Like, look.
Yeah, but the Karakusa counter is continuing. Oh, trying to get that overhead.
You
Wakes
got to
up
do
with
it sometimes.
Yep.
You got it.
You got to.
Okay.
He used a bit of a super jump there, and then
That's like the
leads.
fifth dash in Karakusa. Oh, okay.
Yeah, making it seem nearly unreactable there. Good tech on the throw.
Yeah, the chomp. I always call that the chomp because it looks like she takes a bite.
It does, it does.
Lanuka taking it.
Yeah, definitely
Advancing
cleaned
is
up.
cool.
Cleaned up in the second fight there.
The
Definitely
stare.
cleaned up.
There it is. The stare.
And then just clean up the execution in fight two here. Just got Karakusa on Karakusa
Yeah.
energy, but just enough mix-ups to keep you guessing. And
Absolutely.
then just with the wake in the wake of that overhead there, was able to turn the tide with that wake up super as soon as Same Lux tried to get some momentum there.
Yep. Steal it back.
That's good tech on the throw.
Never
but then
surrender. It's
that dash
Makoto.
up.
Finish it with the chomp.
Okay, so coming up next, we've got Namdar against Joey Maps. Joey Maps, that's with the kid there. That's Sean. All right. Yeah, trying to. This is about the new generation. So
Yeah, fight for the future.
yeah, fighting for the future here. So that's what Third Strike we're all about there. Joey Maps nearly qualified for the top 24 in the Street Fighter 6. Had a
Wow,
big match
all right.
against.
So solid fundamentals.
Yeah, losing to this really scrubby Chun-Li player and Bucktooth. So
Of
yeah.
course,
Yeah,
of course. Such a scrub, he's one Evo.
Yeah. No, Bucktooth isn't scrub. Bucktooth is a legend.
I know, I'm kidding.
I'm talking about this Chun-Li player who was dumb enough to tattoo his leg with her. Hey, here we go, getting that demon flip and then jumping back fireball. Oh, I love those.
That is one of the most messed up moves in Third Strike, I will say. Just jump fireball. You don't have to push it.
I mean, I definitely remember the memories I have at Xbox Live and Street Fighter
absolutely.
4 with it as well.
Unblockable when you first start playing.
So it's all demon flips all day. Yeah, it looks like you tried to get a feint there, trying to get a bait going. Yeah, Kuma's demon flip is a lot of fun. Oh,
That is the rarest EX move in the game.
Yeah, caught him with the Air EX Tatsu. I know the Air EX Tatsu was used in this game in Street Fighter 4 to escape out of potentially anti-air supers and ultras.
It's got that weird property where you just stay there. You're just stuck in the air.
Man, I don't know how Joey does it, man. Kid on the lap, fireballs coming raining from the sky.
I'll just say, I don't think I could fireball with a child on my lap. I would be too distracted. So I gotta give Joey some credit.
Yeah, and he's using the Super Art 1, which everyone knows is done more for EX moves, so you can get that.
Exactly.
Because you get more damage if you get the EX Donkey Kick rather than the level 1, the Shinku Hadouken, which sucks.
And the red fireball is it's one of the only fireballs you can kind of use like a traditional fireball in this game, where you're like mid-range and you can just throw it out. So more meter, like you said, you have more chances to use that Donkey Kick, and you can just throw out EX fireball and not feel so bad. You stock with multiple of them. Very nice.
Yeah, but Namdar's in full control here with all the air approaches. That's a good parry against the dive kick there, but no punish. Nothing comes forward after that. Air to air not happening there.
Well, and just waiting, letting him hang himself in the corner here. No need to push it. You know, you're a Kuma. You could die so easy. Just jump and fireball. I like that.
Yeah, especially in this matchup. If you get Donkey Kick, you're going to be like a mix-up away from getting stunned. Kuma players have to really watch out for that. But very good usage of the demon flip there.
Yeah.
As we see Joey's daughter doesn't seem to be a fan here. Kind of salty. The Satsino Hado business going on here.
She has a face that is like, I don't like that you're a loser.
Oh, man. I mean, it looks like a little bit of a baby Tokido there.
Definitely baby Tokido, for sure. She's got a future.
That's worth fighting for.
Absolutely. Okay.
Joey Maps off to a good start here. No confirms here and there, but getting with those fireballs and pipes and good spacing.
Yeah.
I tried to sweep it to punish it there. Normally, I think in Street Fighter 6, when he does the empty landing into the demon flip, there's a bit of a gap before he slides that you react to. Otherwise, that sweep is safe.
Demon flip in this game is a little weird. It's like the only thing that really helps you react to it is just the start. His jump arc looks a little different, so you kind of have to meet him in the air rather than like dealing with his individual options because they're all like pretty safe once he gets them out.
I gotta give Joey some flowers here for the triple. Oh, I nearly had a double triple parry against that. Like, I can't do that with my lap, with nothing on my lap.
He went for carrying the air fireball too.
Man, but he's just all smiles, man. He's having a good time.
I love that.
He's just here. She's hitting some buttons too. You see that? You see now she's helping him crouch tech.
Yeah. He's messed up. Someone get a TO. Okay.
Dive kick going to town there.
Yeah,
good
nice
anti-air.
defense on the Kuma. Pressure.
Nice TP. Oh, it walks right into the super hard one. The Misatsu Gohado.
Nice shimmy by Namdar.
Namdar takes him with a throw. She wants another fight. Oh, she fist bumps him. Look at that sportsmanship.
On deck.
Man, she takes the L better than most players I know.
Yeah.
Look at that. Fist bumping on the way out. Gotta respect it.
She even looked salty earlier, so you know, like, she put aside her ego.
You know, but that's the thing, the understanding, that you learn from the losses.
Yeah, that's a good lesson to teach your child.
Yeah, we got the pre-third strike education program happening. That air fireball mix-up happening because Joey was really like camping out underneath where the demon flips landed. So I think really the tail of the tape here for what Namdar was doing is just the varied aerial offenses.
Yeah.
And Joey just, in my opinion, just approaching defending the demon flip a little too much Street Fighter 6.
I was about to say, if you're not like a heavy third strike user, Akuma is your worst nightmare.
Right.
He's got random Tatsu, he does air fireball, and he feels super safe. He does demon flip, and you have to have a very set, known answer for all of them.
Absolutely, and of course, I mean the Kara demon too. Once it's on deck, it's problematic, and then you can even have the KKZ, which can ruin your day as well.
His overhead is unthrowable. Why did they do that?
Right. But he has two weaknesses. Easiest character to stun, and he has no EX moves.
Yes.
So you got to find a way to kind of counterbalance that. So here we got a good one. We've got like
Kale versus Lord BBH.
Yeah, Lord BBH, who last night in the Fight Is Right had a very interesting set with Baby Carrot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
I
kind of turned heel about that. We booed him out of the building.
Whoa.
But he won $100 on the priority Linko, but we were all chanting, including me, triple skull,
Oy.
triple skull. But this
Not
Urian,
enough meter. Okay.
and he's got I like
Chun-Li.
this color too. It's cobalt.
Oh, yeah. I like both these guys' colors. And we got the Emerald Chun-Li versus Cobalt Urian.
Yeah,
super
Emerald's
that.
usually good. You can super that, but Tail
You
didn't
go
have it
through.
happen. Yeah, you don't want to get the Aegis anywhere in your grill because you have unblockable setups, ambiguous cross ups. I mean the whole
Just
nine.
safe corner pressure. Okay, nice. Kale gets a confirm.
There's
and
no
now-
jump cancel afterward.
And now it's corner Chun-Li. The story of this matchup is Urian wants to get in safely and start party time with Aegis.
Right.
But Chun-Li just wants to keep him out forever. She never wants to go for like super anything crazy and have a car crash.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little close by Kale. Let's see. You actually can't super the metallic sphere, weirdly. Like, if they just throw out metallic sphere, because it's so slow, you'll just end up on top of the metallic sphere. It's quite funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if you can guess correctly on when they jump on the metallic sphere,
right
that was a
into
bad
the
jump.
Aegis.
Oh, yeah. Return to sender just
Lord
reflected
BBH.
on back for that heavy headbutt.
Yeah, he was ready to confirm out that.
Yeah, Lord BBH getting himself $115 richer by defeating what I think is a 7-year-old girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heartless.
Yeah. Hey, how old is Baby Carrot? How old is Baby Carrot? On the stage last night. I was just curious. That's just nuts. But what's up? Yeah. Yeah, it was a 9-year-old.
Lord BBH. Okay. Kale holding it down. Trying to just stay in that crouch medium kick range, stand heavy punch range, not let Urian in. These tackles, you gotta just block them and wait.
Okay.
Carrying the metallic sphere. Ooh, and jumping against Urian is always scary.
But thank you for holding it down.
Oh, you're all good.
Appreciate that lead, Chen.
Oh, you just super that.
Yeah, good block against the knees.
Super that too.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities here to get that the Hoyoku set on deck, but Lord BB-8 pushes more towards match point here. So I want to give a quick update here. Mustardback got himself disqualified and has to start from the loser's bracket here.
Okay.
Which advances the real Colonel further into a top 16 qualifier.
Dang, okay.
And Lord BB-H here on match point. Wow.
And now you're in jail.
Yeah, Kale very lucky to only take that much damage from 2
Yeah.
Vegases. To be honest with you, I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah. Sometimes Urians, they throw the reflector just in front of you so that the hits don't run out, you know, because as they hit you in block stun, just like this. It's what we call sweet spot.
Yeah, the spear
now
comes backdash.
He gets to stay down here.
Oh,
That
the
was tricky.
side switch.
I did not block that.
Doesn't get to confirm off the super on 2, and Lord BB-H.
Takes it.
Yeah, gets himself a little richer as he advances further
Very
in the bracket.
clean. Very clean by Lord BBH.
Yeah, so awesome update. Moving fast, man. Got some fast-paced third
Absolutely.
strike out here, man.
Third strike is fast, so we run our bracket fast.
Yeah, you don't see people on X complaining that it should be 3 out of 5.
No, surprisingly.
I think people want every game to be 3 out of 5 now,
Yeah, I mean,
except for TOs.
third strike, there's so much room for skill expression. It would be fine as 3 out of 5. You know,
would
no
be,
one would
yeah.
complain. It would run fine. But it, you know, Japan, they ran it for years and years. Team tournament, best of 1, single elimination. So
Yeah, I
you
remember
can
growing up
lose
with that.
one time, and then your team loses, and you're done.
Yeah, those are like the days of like
That's
Super
brutal.
Battle Opera. It was really fun times. So we got, is that the real Colonel
looks
returning?
It looks like we're going to have Lanuka versus
Lanuka.
2X Halo.
Lanuka we saw earlier with Makoto.
Exactly. And,
Yeah.
2X Halo is got top 8 last year, I believe. Ken player, also from Neko Dojo. Of course, we're gonna have a lot of Neko Dojo players. You know, we're in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, goes for the car throw. It whiffs there, which gives Lanuka time to dash up and get that pressure started.
That's the Lanuka special.
Yeah, coming to the party with
nice dash
Karakusa. Good parry to sweep, establishes the corner.
Oh, random DP from Alba.
Yeah, I think there was a drop on the target combo there. I think he was assuming that the Fierce Punch would hit and then he wanted to get that medium DP out there to get some Okizeme.
Yeah. Well, jumping away from Makoto, one of the best things you can do is that guard jump. Protects against strike and throw, but critically opens you up to a delay button.
There's that Karakusa. That's going to be round.
Yep. Let's see if Lanuka can capitalize on the guard jumps coming out.
Yeah, got a pair of the Super R2s on deck, and you know, you could absolutely get that Super coming
the
off
chomp.
anywhere. I mean, you could sneak it past TSA if possible.
Oh, Karakusa? Yes? No, saves it for the super. And funny enough, this is actually, she's minus right here.
Yeah.
It's really random. There's certain characters that can punish her. Ken's not one of them.
Yeah, but too low shorts takes it back. That reduces
What's
the
the
stun
next?
gauge near 50%. Goes for the empty jump throw.
Throw attack? Yeah.
Yeah, then shoots the moon a little too high with that EX Tatsu, but in the driver's seat here,
Back
this
in the
is a good
corner.
response round from Allbus.
Hey. Oh, that stand medium kick, expecting Lanuka to jump. He doesn't quite. Accidentally rips a DP instead of a dash punch and dies for it. Reeling his head back. Not what he wanted.
Catches that sweep again. Almost got a full stick of butter there.
Nice air-to-air by Lanuka. Trying to keep Ken in the corner, but Albus
Ooh.
strikes back.
Yeah, the Crouching Fierce got parried. Parry exchange and gets that Super R3 there. It's going to even it up with the life lead. Yeah, now he gets himself a little bit of a
Oh,
pop.
big
This is
super,
not gonna catch.
and he doesn't super, but this time he does.
Yeah, this time it takes 3 lights to continue the job here. Got 2 taunts after Buff Me.
Albus just waiting, not trying to push it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so easy to die from Makoto just like that.
it's going to be enough.
No,
Oh,
and
no,
he
but
rips
it's
the super.
minus enough that the Super
Smart.
R3. That's good stuff from Albus taking the first point over Lanuka there, but
Yeah.
all these rounds are very close. I mean, I feel like
Absolutely.
Lanuka was just like a conversion after that Karakusa away, and it could have been a whole different score here, so let's see where it goes further.
I gotta give some credit to Lanuka here. He has not been playing Third Strike like very seriously for very long. He's mainly an Action Core player and just started up because of you know, the Third Strike scene in Washington was really heating up and wanted to be a part of it.
That's all it takes.
Here he is.
That's all it takes. But because of that scene, he knows when to dragon punch and he knows when to backdash.
Exactly. Okay. This is Albus's specialty. He's so good at knowing what to do off those tick throws, when to just throw right away, when to tick throw.
That medium DP calls it out, and then called out there were going to be some buttons on the way, so he says it's hurricane season, spends a little meter hitting it in an overdrive, and now he's on match point.
Oh, the backdash from Lunuka doesn't bait anything, but I like it. Lunuka's moving. Oh, it doesn't quite. Oh, he meant to, I think, do super and didn't quite get it. Gets
Yeah,
DP
Super
for his
R3
trouble.
just whiffs a normal, now he has another one, but instead goes for the Oki, and then he
perfect
gets it
amount
with
of
the
meter.
conversion there, yeah.
Perfect amount of meter. Oh, nice throw. That's that accent core throw.
Ooh. You see that, the wake-up DP, and then
Albus takes it.
yeah, the stand medium punch to the grill. Close quarter connection finishes for Albus as he advances further up the bracket. So we're getting closer and closer to the qualifiers for the top 16 that we'll see soon.
Oh, that's super.
That response was fantastic.
He just knew. He hadn't ripped anything like that prior in the set, so he just was ready.
I just love those hard call-outs as well, and those confirms off the lights.
Yep.
Gorgeous. Well, very well done. Yeah, and there he just spent some time over in the corner, just beckoning it over.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have, I think, Face versus... I forget this player's name, I'm sorry.
Names will come to us.
Yeah, they will come. But it looks like it's going to be Akuma versus Makoto, which is quite a deadly matchup.
Oh, that is. I mean, once it's very easy. I mean, again, Akuma's the easiest character to stun. So
Yep.
once Karakusa starts happening, you get those mix-ups going on. It's going to be interesting to see
Namdar.
what the Namdar, who we saw earlier with the approach to Akuma here, he was able to fight his way to through Take Your Daughter to Pool's Day. Shout out to Joe. He's still a loser's man doing work.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
Yeah, we got Face up in here, like you called it correctly. Super R2 on deck going up against the Masatsu Go Shoryu.
All right, let's see what the round opener is. Not quite as aggressive as Lanuka we saw earlier. Face preferring to pick his spots a little more carefully.
A good parry, that cross under, gets that dash under the air exchange. A staple of classic Street Fighter. Yeah, that was beautiful.
punch in the cross
This could
up.
be stunned, yeah.
And he is dead.
Stunned before finish too. And what I love about Third Strike as well, because there's other fighting games where as soon as you get stunned, it cuts off. Like, hold on, wait, you gotta wait for the guy to get up. But in Third Strike, it's like, hold on, finish your food, then we do the stun. That's extra rewarding, especially for this matchup.
Exactly. There's so many opportunities to build extra meter if you know your very specific stun combo. It's just one of the many different ways that you can optimize your skill and your expression in this game that keeps us coming back since 1999.
Yeah, I mean, Street Fighter 3 is a timeless classic. I think it's going to continue to be played in scenes, especially as long as the Jazzy circuit got it going on there because it's well represented.
He's dead.
Yeah, good.
He's dead just like that.
Good one from Face. I want to also point out, Weepchen, that when you get Super R1 with Makoto, I mean, especially against Akuma, you could really get some nice touch of death setups going on. Mix-ups, but opting for the Super R2, if I recall correctly, that's going to negate the Fireball game from Namdar altogether, which is going to...
You really can't be throwing fireballs like that when she can just kill you.
Yeah, from absolutely full screen, too. So it's not space specific. It's as soon as he sees him reach back for the plasma, Makoto's going to go on that wall, give him the little maximum spider.
It also, the risk reward, right, of running Oki on Makoto when she has Super Art 2 completely changes it, right?
Yes.
Because, like, Super 1, it does a great amount of damage. Super 2 kills you. You die.
Most excellent corner carry there from Face.
Oh, very nice turnaround by Namdar, but Face finds the perfect little throw in the gap of the offense and just seals that little bit of damage that he needed.
Yeah, as we're trading throws here, it's going to put Face on a quick match point situation here.
Oh! And look at that.
Oh, what a reset the cross under!
Almost
below the radar. The Satsu no Hado out of sight, not able to
nice
see it
blocks
coming.
by Face. Look, just backdashing out of here, you're fine getting hit by an overhead.
Yeah, solid overhead here, but
Nice dash under.
Akuma's got to go a long distance to get that full meter, maybe get a Kara Demon on deck or so.
Look, another second dash under by Face. He's so ready for those jumps. Oh, and that's
And
it.
that's going to do it, yeah. Oh, he's going to finish him off in style. I like it. I'll let you die like a warrior, says Londi.
Very clean by face.
Let's look at that. Yeah,
Look
very.
at that dash forward. Who does that? Who does the axe kick into dash forward in the corner? Quite aggressive.
Well, you see it there, Face, who had a pretty good performance in previous showings in Fight Kingdom before, and
Oh, yeah.
definitely, I mean, the way he's played there, I mean, methodical, good neutral base, but definitely shows like that to get some jazzy jazzy points on deck as he puts it together there. So
Yeah.
fantastic. We got a quick, cool run, and I mean, just people just swimming just real swiftly through it as we got it going on. But that's third strike, man. I love it when it gets like that kind of pace going on there, and seeing those kind of exchanges, matchups getting turned on its head.
Yeah.
You know, people bringing out family members out there in this affair.
Everybody, the whole family.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this game has been out long enough that you'll fight some of the best players. You know, Exodus, Virsaga,
Yes.
they're dads.
Yeah, they're dads. You know.
And you ask them when they started playing. They started playing in 1999 when the game came out.
Yeah.
And ooh, looks like we got Kratom Cowboy versus Namdar.
So Creative Cowboys, Ryu we saw earlier. had a
Besides
very-
Yun.
Oh yeah, the Yun. Okay, the Yun we saw earlier came very close to beating the Colonel.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got the names
No, it's
mixed
all
up
good.
there, but is this gonna be Akuma versus Yun? So it's
Yep.
gonna be another a little bit of an uphill battle here for Akuma here because you got dive
Ton of
kicks.
damage.
Yeah, a ton of damage on deck. So.
Luckily, not as big of a issue with stun because Ganajin super duper scales the stun. You take almost no stun when you're in Ganajin. So
Yeah.
unless he's looping Oki with throws and like crouch, light punch or dash punch or like
But even the target combos,
Yeah.
like medium punch, fierce, back fierce, like that gets you good corner carry.
Yeah.
But especially against Akuma, like those pokes will add up.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Namdar was getting a lot of mileage out of his varied aerial
Oh,
approach.
nice parrying post dive kick, ready for that strike.
Yeah, good call out on the dive kick there. As soon as I saw that it was empty, put the button in the right place to do it.
Yep.
An agent
An agent?
activated.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
cool.
that is the only invincible reversal that is meterless in the game is Akuma's.
Yeah, I would say like at a rate of probably like
Oh.
7 to 3. You're seeing Kratom Cowboy using the agent activation of the install super. I have to call it that. I have to make sure it's an install super.
It is.
I remember 2 months ago I said power up, and I say, oh, this
You know
idiot
what?
again.
I like Power Up.
You do, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, don't tell the Jazzy Circuit.
You know,
I'm kidding.
let him have fun with Power Up.
But the
It
power,
reminds me of Altered Beast.
yeah, there we
Power
go.
up.
Hey, I'm biased towards Sega, so you know I'm all about that.
Gotta love
Good parry against the medium punch there. There's that target combo. That's
Gets in the
about,
perfect spot.
Yeah,
Look
gets
at him
about
just
30%
wait
of
for
the
the DP. Even though it doesn't come, he still gets his.
the
miss.
teleportation.
Yeah.
It comes in handy.
Oy.
Oh, he caught
Look at
him.
the damage off just one close medium kick dash punch.
Yeah, when you're able to call out that air fireball, especially jumping back, you just put yourself in the corner there, get an agent in the grill, and Cowboys got one up on the board.
Absolutely. I'm curious to see what this round start looks like. Both players generally play pretty passive at the round start. Kratom just wants to build that meter. Namdar wants to play safe with the fireball.
Yeah, and you got to deny
Yep.
that. You got to force Cowboy to build more of his meter after the
and it's
agent
smart.
juggles. But like just whiffing those normals to the face, he's able to get some good gain, and now he's got it active. He's going to do it. Yes,
That's
he
the
is.
second random dash punch he's hit.
Hey, there we go. Get the crowd up in it. And then, yeah, gets enough
Kratom.
extracurricular shoulder, able to convert with it. That's going to put Kratom on match point. That
A
was
little bit of meter.
probably the best good agent sequence we've seen from him so far in this tournament.
Oh, he
Oh,
did the
hit
medium
buttons in
punch
between.
shoulder. He thought he was going to do the light punch shoulder, the safe one, but he just opted for the medium punch shoulder, got a big combo.
Yeah, that mind game is keeping that string pressure up and pressing
Namdar
on.
ruining the Ganajin chances, and now Yun has to build all that far back. He doesn't get any back.
Clean goes
Stun
empty with the
sequence,
demon
maybe?
flip. He hit him twice
Yep.
with 2 empty demon flips.
The fadeaway. Cool guys don't look at explosions, Chris. He just fade back, fireball.
You got to put that sunglasses emoji up in there as
Absolutely,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Lonely Island with that great banger
And it's
there.
nice. Look at this stage. Like, okay.
Oh, I love it, man. It's got like
While
that
he's in the
acid
air?
jazz. Before was
Oh.
the acid jazz, and
This
he
is
almost
the pickup.
Yeah, he almost got that juggle out of blocking that
still
DP.
killed off that? That's how much damage Akuma takes. Kratom Cowboy seals it.
I
Nice little pickup.
And I like how the crowd was getting involved there. They were going to hey.
It's too fun. There's not that many characters you can do the A. This is where it came from.
Yeah. It is, but it's good to see those chants pop up and come alive. Time tested and true.
That's one of the follies of Akuma's invincible uppercut is, you know, not all of the hits pop you in the air. They're meant to go 1, 2, 3, and then boom, then it pops you up. So you only get hit by that first one. If you're not at the right distance, you're going to get hit, and it will hurt.
Yeah, so Mustard Back has to fight it from losers. And here we go, Joey Maps with the baby Tokido, with the daughter Tokido there. She's in the character select screen. All right, so make sure you get a Shoto. That's close enough.
Yang, okay.
Okay.
Yang's a good pick.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite color.
My favorite stage, too.
Oh, the music's so good in this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Mustard Back just sitting there, building meter.
Yeah, whipping punches here, like a gentleman.
Okay. Joey, Yang just in general is not that good at building meter. He wants to just run in, right? So Mustard Back, he has no problem just chilling.
And using the Super R2 selection to get that EX Rekka, which gets you more damage, but that's good defense against the dive kick there by Mustard Back.
I think, Chris, honestly, EX Rekka is the best EX move in the game.
It is, I agree. No, I agree, it's fantastic. I mean, it's so rewarding, too.
Yeah.
High stun, corner carry, yeah.
You can just throw it out. Like, you can just use it as, like, a button timing. You just throw out EX Rekka. You do a little delay, EX Rekka. Wake up, EX Rekka.
Yep.
Oh, like that.
And a lot of times, I think it's even like better than some of the supers in the game. Oh, had the parry there.
Definitely.
Yeah, if they had the EX, would have been interesting news. Now, the Super R2 in general, you could still combo into it and do it and get that conversion, but it's also used as an anti-projectile mechanic here. So unless Mustard Back throws a rose out in the middle of nowhere,
He's messing around. He's not killing him. He's just running away.
Daughter's staring at him. See that?
I think he wants to time him out.
The daughter's just
trying to time him out.
Hey, playing with the clock. It's
parry
parry,
into
1 second left. Look at the daughter.
She's not happy about the timeout. Look at
staring
him.
right at him.
He's upset.
She's staring right at him. She's like, I may be young.
Oh, no.
But do not sandbag me, sir.
Okay. Oh, nice jumping by
Yeah, that was clean, yeah.
Oh, just throws the dash. Yang and Yun infamously bad dashes.
Yeah, dive
for
kick
all
off
they
that
have
jump.
good.
Okay, gets that up kick. Goes for a little bit of a shimmy. Just maybe got him bite
nice.
and get him low forward into that Rekka.
Walk back. You know, I can constantly see the fundamentals from Joey. You know, someone jumps at him and he just walks back just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's some stuff that, you know, you can only get from playing Street Fighter for years. You just have that intuitive knowledge. Oh,
it's gonna
Mustard
be
Back misses the super.
Oh no!
Oh, but Joey didn't know when it ended. Joey didn't know.
Oh, that's gonna be the end of it. Oh, look, she pops off.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
She is talking some trash.
You know what, though? We know she's going to fist bump.
Yeah, we know it.
I love that dichotomy. All right, he's going to Ryu. He's got to play Ryu. Her choice was not as good. He wants his.
Yeah,
All right, Joey dashing in.
You exchange dive kicks for fireball, it's going to become problematic.
Yeah. Oh,
But if he gets those big conversions, we'll see where it goes.
Mustard Back still just running away.
She waved.
I love that.
She's staring right at me now.
Ooh, anti-air Tatsu.
Oh, the swing back blow. No,
Yeah, backswing blow.
backswing blow. Yeah, Craig.
I always forget that move name too.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, misses the short super, but he's just...
And using those leaps, that's the bait. Oh, not enough there. Try to get the job done with the kiss from a
You think
rose.
he's going to try and time out again?
Oh, please don't.
I hope so. I hope not.
You know, it's fine
Rather.
because like it gets the daughter here on more screen time, and I'm all for that. You know.
You know, maybe that's why he's doing it. He's really just a family man at heart. Okay. We're chilling.
Oh, is she taking over? She's
Go for
taking
it.
over.
Go for it.
She's going 360. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
She had another
Look, he's giving
character.
her no coaching.
If she had another character, he would Mustard Back would be Mustard Flat.
Look at Mustard Back's
Flat with the
low-key losing it.
360.
He's low-key losing it. He's gonna lose. You're gonna lose, Mustard Back.
Let's see what happens here. Oh, they're still doing it. We just saw. I mean,
The jab.
it's
Steals
like
it.
it's like I'm watching Gohan training with Piccolo here.
Absolutely.
Just seeing the development there.
Does that mean like Mustard Back's a big ass dinosaur? Or dragon? Or whatever.
Machine gun blow. Gonna take him over to the bus stop. No hit with the Rose.
Parry. Yep. And Mustard Back's got full meter, so now he can just chill. He doesn't have to press buttons. Come on, Mustard Back. Go in. I know you want to. I know you're a Dudley main at heart. Easiest
Confirms off
confirm
the
in
overhead.
game.
Yeah. And then
Nice.
combos off that Rose. And now we're gonna see
The Mustard Back runaway.
more sandbagging to give the child more screen
time, yeah.
Max CPM, right?
Yes.
That's what we want. Wholesome
We-
content, right?
We
Lee
want
Chun?
father-daughter time on stream.
I'm all for it.
Nice throw tech. Considering like nothing is happening. Oh, he meant to throw tech. He just killed him on accident.
And that's gonna do it. Joey Maps, great performance.
Honestly,
You know.
I see the fundies from Joey.
Yeah, I see it too. You know, the future fundies too as well that we see.
I agree.
So come back a year from now. You know, she's gonna be able to do Kara Demon. And yeah,
And it will hit me. It will, and it will hit me. She's gonna jab reset, demon me. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this.
and then instead of Akuma's pose, it's gonna be she's gonna turn around and hug her dad. And then you see the symbol coming off the back.
The Satsui no Hado symbol or whatever.
So that was that made my
Ridiculous.
day. That was great. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of similar to when I commentated Combo Breaker and I saw Papa Paw and Claw. Wasn't called that at the time, but he
okay.
had his little pup like over with him, and he got out of pools with his claw. And I put that on my commentary reel. They hired me all over the country.
Like a dog?
Yeah.
Wow. Like
A little
he's
chihuahua.
like Kiba from Naruto. He's got
Yeah.
the dog in the hoodie. That's so sick.
It was like just right in front, just watching. You know, the opponent was petting it. It was great.
That's awesome.
So on to the next one here, we got Samelio.
Sam Yellow, yeah.
Yeah, Sam Yellow, and he's going up against Kaleo.
Two Leos. Leos. Whatever. We got Chun versus Ken. The classic matchup of
Yeah,
Third Strike.
instantly throwing out that back fierce. And this is Chun-Li's stage here where she can obscure the appearance of her low forward by sitting underneath the table. It is actually in the
strategy game?
No, the Book of Footsies, Sonic Hurricanes.
Oh, really? Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's some...
The classic
Some
Book of
ancient
Footsies,
knowledge.
yep. There is
Oh,
a
the
section
back,
about
huh?
going underneath the table.
Hey, anything is on the table when you're trying to win in the arcade.
Yeah, you'll see there's a clip in there where like there's a Chun-Li player. I don't know if it's Nuki or not, but they're just like
Oh, yeah.
completely
You gotta
underneath
use
the
it.
table, like completely. Because it obscures the crouch medium kick.
Sam just trying to work his way in, get that last bit of Chun-Li life. EX Fireballs are kind of one of your best friends in this matchup. It's just one of the few things that you have that's like not that reactable and fights Chun-Li at that perfect Chun-Li distance where
Yeah.
she can have heavy punch, crouched medium kick, and car grab all on deck. You know, Ken and every other character in the game don't really have that luxury, so they have to figure out creative ways to get in on this monster.
Yeah, that's a good confirm from Samuel OX.
Yeah, absolutely, right there. Whiff punishing is one of those ways that you do it. You wait for her to press a button, you bait her, and then you confirm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it doesn't hit the
that
super.
would have been two supers that had been missed.
Yep.
But the parry into the low forward, that is a death sentence in some circles of Third Strike.
Oh, and was that chip, or do you think he tried to parry? Oh, he tried to parry. You know what, though? Better to go down a hero.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
Die
nothing to
a
lose,
failure.
you know, just press forward, make that attempt there,
Exactly.
and work with it. So, fantastic
Sometimes you
stuff
got nothing
there.
to lose.
Yeah, you know. So, Samuel up 1-0 here.
Yeah. Right. And see Sam just jumping right at Chun-Li.
Yeah, that
it seems
back
a little
fierce is
ridiculous,
great
but
anti-air. It's got a hitbox, like, just goes way above it.
yeah. And with Chun-Li, you know, the meter situation, you really want to rush her down. You want to make sure she can't just sit back, charge her her death meter
Yep.
and kill her as fast as possible.
Yeah,
so she
because
gets as little as possible.
Until she gets it stocked, like she's really at best just a poking character.
Yeah, exactly.
And then once it's on deck, I almost got the full extension
Then
there.
she
You can
becomes a new
see,
character.
you can see Kaleo just shaking there.
Yeah.
Kaleo, rather. Is he a time traveler from 1784? We'll find out.
And this is worst case scenario if you're Sam Yellow. Chun-Li, she won a round and she's got 2 bars. So now you have to contest with everything leading into Super and try and get in on Chun-Li. But Sam finds the whip punish. Oh,
Yeah,
fake.
Super R3 sends it back to the noodle bar. No challenge on the wall jump there. If you're a little patient, you get a free DP there, but
Yeah.
players usually like to shake up the timing of the anti-airs, like the scrubby Chun-Li player I
perm.
know. Does those wall jumps all the time. Test people's impatience. Okay, goes
That
for the
could've been
throw.
Super.
Yeah, Alyssa is looking to get out of jail, but you gotta get those conversions, especially when you got 2 of them on deck.
Absolutely. And when you're about to die. You know, this is do or
Right.
die moment.
Yeah, it looks like it was camping for a low forward there, trying to get that
Yeah.
parry. And I confirm right, because how many opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah. You know, though, I understand from Kaleo's perspective, he might want to save the meter because now you're going into the final round with both bases loaded, you know?
Right.
Anything can lead into Super twice. Oh, just like
Super
that.
R3, not happening.
Oh, you
the
know what
back
happened
fierce.
there? Her crouch block has more hit stun. So you
Yeah.
want to stand block there. I don't know if Kaleo knows that.
Yeah, pushed it back out of the range of that back fierce, which cost him a potential confirm. Samuel
Oh,
on match
nice
point, gets the throw, it's not
And he
enough.
just
but-
rips
yeah,
it.
burns the chips out there.
Yep.
Burning, he missed for the chip.
Good showing.
Good 2-1 there by
Yeah.
Samuel. 2-0 rather.
Yeah.
Samuel with a big win there as we move along the bracket. So already got some faces advancing, some people going home there, and we get to see future generations throwing down. This pool's been absolutely fantastic. We're gonna see some. We're gonna see some new faces we haven't seen before.
I know,
Oh, no, Linuka's back. Yeah, Linuka's back against
Kratom Cowboy.
Paradigm Cowboy. Yes.
Yep. It's going to be Yun
Yun
versus
versus
Makoto.
Makoto.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the Super Art 1 more aggressive Makoto.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a lot of Karakusas on deck happening here. I've got-
Dash in.
I got the bracket here, so the real cowboy. No, that's
The
gonna
real
be,
Colonel
The
versus
real
Lord
Colonel
BBH.
against Lord BBH is going to be a top 16 qualifier, and then X2 Halo, who we
That's
haven't-
all bus.
Yeah, all
He's got
bus,
2
right?
tags, so it's kind of confusing.
Ah man,
And then
against
face.
Face, top 16 qualifier. This is going to be the winner of this goes into the semifinals where they face the loser of those 2 matches that we face, and that is going to be the
Kratom-
loser of all face. The loser of the real Colonel and Lord BBH
Yeah.
will face off against the winner of that will face off against the loser of this.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Corner time. Renuka does the second cross up, and then this time dash punch.
Meter is
That's
full
good
too.
baseball.
Not going to use it on this round though. Going to save it for the next one because it could set up a touch of death situation here. As
Absolutely.
Kratom has yet to activate Grenade
pop it.
despite the full meter.
Oh,
Whoa.
Kratom, he generally prefers to pop it like off of a dash shoulder like that.
Yeah, we saw some Phantom DPs and up kicks, getting an interesting exchange there. Kratom Cowboy getting that
Nice
conversion
under.
there.
Yeah, that was a full Ganesian.
Yeah, gets the full, but still has to work to build up that meter, and you can definitely get Karakusa a few times from it. Good neutral jump there.
I think Lenuka was thinking like a jump back or something with that EX dash punch. Oh, and he doesn't quite do the dash punch with his shoulder, but Kratom Cowboy cleans it up.
Yeah, target combo there. Able to, was looking to get that activation earlier, but Kratom Cowboy is ever to clean it up.
Okay. Full screen activation. Let's see if he can convert off of it. No, that dash punch is actually minus when you hit someone with it. In the Canadian only. It's very strange.
Will it? No, it will not.
But that's a
That
lot of
downward
meter
punch, yeah.
for another Canadian. And now you're stuck in the corner, and he converts.
That down 4 fierce.
Oh, misses the
That's
heavy
great
punch.
reach.
But Kratom, now he can just wait. He has so much screen space to just wait, but
That air
hold on.
parry, it's clean.
Nice jumps the Karaksa. Notices that sequence from earlier. He did Karaksa, combo into dash punch, Karaksa. This time he just jumps and back against.
Yeah, well, what it takes is just get the job done.
Yeah.
Finish your plate there. He's able to score big on that. Kratom Cowboy here loses round 2. Up 1-0 against Lineker. Let's see what Lineker's adaptations are going to be here.
Yeah.
Because Kratom Cowboy's taking a lot to the sky, so really trying to make sure that win or lose, I'm just not going to get Karakusa.
Okay, and
good activation there off the
pressure.
block. Yeah, that gets
doesn't
him right
convert.
in the face. Not going for any overheads. He wants to get that big boy there.
Dash punch, but Lunuka doesn't punish.
It doesn't block
Nice
either, as
jump
that
heavy
low
punch.
medium punch establishes some good Okazeme.
Oh
And this
my
one
God.
catches. Hey, 3
That is a worst case scenario.
5
Oh, and he
hacky
misses the
sacks.
ender that would have killed. But he gets a second chance.
Yeah.
Kratom Cowboy cleans it up.
But anyways, we fist. You know,
Absolutely.
and we throw that out there right in the right place. And that puts Kratom Cowboy on match point here with a Canadian
Pop
on
it.
deck.
Nice backing up. He felt it in his bones that something was coming. Third time he missed that ender.
Yeah, and it's
He's
always
reeling
good to
his
be
head
bait.
back.
It's always good to be bait mode for one of those, but caught him looking the wrong way on the wrong
Very
street
nice.
at the wrong time. Gonna send him back to lick his wounds with his brother.
That's what Lunuka needs to get back in this game. Oh, it just grabs him right out of the
It looked
Canadian.
like he was gonna go. It looked like Cowboy was gonna go for the grab, and Lineker
Oh,
got the
but Kratom
Karakusa.
Cowboy mashes his way to victory.
Yeah, great dive kick there. Good composure to keep it going and face
Absolutely.
that pressure. I love that jumping parry, and then sees that opportunity that Kratom Cowboy just gave a little bit too much leeway there. Now we see Kratom Cowboy getting the full. Oh no, that one wasn't, but that one was very close to the kill, and then being
He
able
got
to
the
convert
cross-up
off
dive
the
kick
combo. Right.
Cleaned it up anyways.
Yeah, cleaned it up anyway. Got that conversion. It got the job done here. So that's going to move Lineker down to the losers bracket here. And now we've got Samuel versus Mustardback. This is going to be a elimination match as well.
Yeah. This is funny.
So we got some banter going on here.
There's always banter between these two.
Yeah, wipe down those buttons.
That's a Mustardback special. I don't know what he always does that. I kind of
like
think
it. It's interesting.
it's nice. You know, the buttons get sweaty sometimes. Gamers be pressing, and they be sweating. It's nothing personal. They're
So
both
once
just
again,
building
we're
the bar.
seeing Ryu versus Dudley,
Yeah.
and they're just building it up. Super R3's on deck, if I recall correctly. It's a corkscrew cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Dudley.
Oh, okay. Sending gets him in the corner. Missed the car throw a couple times, but he's probably getting used to it, honestly.
Yeah, air to air, good
Nice
corner
block
carry.
by Sam.
Very good.
Not easy to block Dudley.
No, it's not.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you don't see that sweep getting blocked too often there, so
Oh, throws him out of the overhead.
yeah, Mustardback doing work. Throwing him back there.
Okay, Sam takes the corner again.
Oh,
but this time,
Yeah,
you
like
can
you
only
said,
block so many overheads.
the easiest combo to convert from. It's got all the time in the world.
Yep, it's truly the easiest confirmed game. Mustardback doing his signature dashback, just letting you come to him.
Yeah, too much crouch blocking
Oh!
there.
Doesn't quite capitalize on
I mean, Third Strike
parrying.
does have crouch tech, you know, and being able to
Oh, yeah,
identify
absolutely.
that in Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 4, you're able to capitalize on some opportunities there.
Oh! It's a donkey kick confirmed.
Yeah, a lot of pushback on that sweep. They got blocked. Mustardback's throwing him back there.
Oh, I like Sam just jumping in and then walking back.
Oh, there we
Seeing
go.
what Mustardback does.
EXTP doesn't want to mess with that. Mix up.
Called
and then
it out.
corkscrew cross.
He pointed at the screen like, I knew that.
As soon as he got that golden flash, he just swung for the fences, just jammed right through it. Big fist energy.
Okay, let's see, going into game 2. What Sam can change.
Samuel OX, yeah,
Change his character.
that is gi. No, it keeps the same gi.
Oh, yeah,
Look
that's
at that.
true.
Yeah, it stays in the
He
white
did.
gi. There's been a lot of white gi this weekend, you know?
That's
From
true.
Virtua Fighter and the Street Fighters and everything.
I didn't even think of Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, it's a default Type B costume for Akira.
Yeah. Akira always reminds me of Karate Man from Mugen.
Well, I mean, you know, I joked that Frosty said I played Shenmue, making me an Akira main. Let's see him.
Oh my
okay.
god.
That's
Mustardback
good.
just jabbing out of his juggle combo.
Yeah,
resetting.
Able to get some short swings
Oh, he's
there.
trying to kill with the rose.
He's trying
Come on.
to. He's trying
Come on,
to DoorDash a bouquet over. Let's see, leaves a tip at the door. I'm kind of enjoying this.
Blocked the ball.
Oh, he did it it from the air. He did it from the air. Get that tuxedo mask out of here.
There you go, Sam. Okay.
Yeah. Don't ever disrespect me with that Sailor Moon zoning.
Oh yeah, tuxedo mask.
Oh,
big combo from Muskrat. Puts him in the corner.
Yeah, coast to coast. Going to take him over to the other station. Better see if he's got enough balance on that Orchid card to ride it back.
You know about the Orca card.
Oh,
They're well versed.
I took the Link Light Rail to get here. My third time. It runs fantastic.
It does. Gotta love it.
It's a lot nicer than the MARTA they have in the Atlanta. Atlanta's monorail. Yeah, it's pretty.
Random
funky.
super just after the ducking. Total
Caught him
timing
with the
call
parry.
out.
And that was a red parry against the Rose too.
He's gonna
this
kill him.
time, yeah.
It will happen.
You can't do it in the air.
Unless something. Oh
no!
Nice parry by Sam. Don't let him kill you with the Rose.
And then he throws it.
But he didn't get the Rose kill. He's not. Oh, he was
thought he was
salty.
just gonna be sitting back there giving Sailor Moon a pep talk.
I thought he was gonna stay there. Yeah.
And you saw him just getting domed multiple times there to take care of business. Mustard Max, starting from the losers bracket by virtue of disqualification, is able to work his way back up and almost qualify his way into the top 16. So here we have Lord BBH, who lined his pocket with the blood of children. That's right.
He said that's right. He said that's right.
You know, out here, so I know they're not cheering here. Triple skull, because we were doing the Plinko thing.
Yeah.
And he did land a skull there, but then he landed on the golden 100 afterward. So I definitely know Bob Barker is rolling in his grave.
Here's another child who he's gonna beat.
Oh yeah, we got
maybe.
We got a lot of young faces out here at Third Strike. Like we saw the Nam with his exceptional performance last year, making top 8 here, and then also like doing a great run at EVO 2024.
Yeah,
he is amazing. He ended my top 4 run in Ultra Street Fighter 2 with Shinakuma.
Really? I didn't even know he played. Wait, sorry, I just processed what you said.
Ultra Street Fighter 2?
Yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, the game's fantastic. It's one of my favorite games. You know, every time I hit someone with Chun-Li Stored Super, they're like, yeah, Stored Super. I'm like, see me in Ultra. They nerfed it out. Let's go. It's all good.
Okay, Denjin time
the
for Colonel.
Yeah, it only parries few of it, but that's
anti-air
fine.
shoulder. You never see that.
Yeah, and I say this. Don't get discouraged if you only parry some of the Denjin. You know, just take a little bit of sun and run,
exactly.
man. Oh, Batista
Not
Bomb
getting
City.
stunned is quite the reward.
And a Cobalt killer there. And I love how his hurt box moves back when he does that back roundhouse.
It's a classic like throw bait move that you can just throw out. Or like it beats lows sometimes. Pushes his hurt box back so much.
Yeah, in Street Fighter 5, it's unnecessarily so menacing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's big damage.
No, but he didn't get the throw, the shoulder tackle afterwards.
He tried to go for the heavy tackle, which is just hard to hit. Oh, nice parry by Colonel. Going, the skies aren't that safe.
Let's see here.
Nice
Good block
by
on the
Colonel.
overhead, yeah. And then he parries the upper metallic spear. There's a DP. Oh, Colonel escapes the throw there.
Oh, jabs him out of the EX move.
He tried to donkey kick him in the face like he was like Juan Valdez. Nah, man, you can't bring out that Cafe de Colombia. Lord BBH a little too extra seasoned for that as he takes on the first point here and one fight away from advancing in the winner's bracket here.
You gotta just shake that off. I want to see Colonel play just a little bit safer. You know, you don't need to prove it to us that you can parry the air metallic sphere. Just play like that. Exactly.
Oh, I love that side switch. See that? I got the dash.
This is what I'm saying.
He put himself in the corner there, but still, you know, he's stylish, and we like that.
Nice.
Okay, good patience.
See, he's not jumping as much. I like that.
Yeah, but that chariot tackle converts into the Aegis.
And here he came back.
And the mirror's
like a boomerang.
against you. Big reflection energy. Oh, Batista bounces his way to match point.
Colonel, he's just a little bit away from Denjin. You know, one back throw or a donkey kick or something. Oh, just like that.
Denjin doesn't go for the full charge. Air carry completely escapes it.
Yeah, it's just a little too far.
Yeah, coming unscathed here. Lord BBH.
Okay. But BBH's turn. He's got Aegis,
closer.
and he got a metallic spear.
Yeah, closer
in
to
this
16.
big combo. Let's see, high-low.
Great block from Colonel. Great block.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, beautiful. And then that backdash from the chariot tackle, forcing BBH to use some meter there. Denjin gonna happen there. Goes for the original, no extra crispy.
But you know, it's just enough damage that now he's kind of in that donkey kick might kill range. You know, 2 sweeps, a throw now. Oh, he hit it on the DP, but it was wrong.
DP would have wanted to.
It would have.
I know the EX Donkey Kick does actually a good amount of chip damage.
Yeah.
That would have like closed the distance there, but he had no meter there, so trying to get himself a call out there. But Lord BBH just a little bit too patient.
Yep.
And he advances.
That was definitely the story of that match. Is, you know, Colonel I think just tried to force it a little bit too much with the jumps,
right?
Dashing in, and BBH he just laid back, hit him with the sphere when he could, got a nice tackle, and then when he had Aegis, that was his party time. He's ready to go.
Yeah, but I mean, to Colonel's credit, that was some excellent defense there. I mean,
Absolutely.
Colonel had a lot of good exchanges and techniques there that, in the right spots and the right places, could have translated to rounds there.
Yeah,
but I think just with a little bit more patience and space, it would have been a different story.
And versus the Aegis, you know, I think he blocked like full Aegis like 4 out of 10 times,
including
like,
an
around
overhead.
there. Yeah, and that's tough.
The real Cowboy against Kratom Cowboy, which was the real Colonel won that 2-1. And then on the other side here, we got All Bus who just lost against Mustard Back. Those are going to be our last 2 matches.
Right.
Winners qualify for top 16, which let me give you a shameful plug here, which unfortunately I will be commentating tomorrow.
Unfortunately?
It's a shameful plug. See, instead of a shameless plug,
I understand.
You know, I'm doing the shameful plug. Like, sorry, I gotta let you guys know when to tune in next. I gotta let you know what, you know, it's a shameful plug. That's how I do it different. Hey, we were originally we were a DDR gang. That's where it comes from. Yeah,
really. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the last surviving member. They all died.
Damn.
Yeah, we're just on chat. We're just using ChatGPT, the paid version of it.
Oh yeah.
To make memes about each other and each other's wives. Yeah. You know, so
It'd be like that.
It do be like that, you know. It's the best $20 a month I ever spent. I recommend it, you know. Yeah. To use AI for the purposes of a meme war.
Yeah.
And it's great because everyone on social media is acting like I'm using AI worse than, you know.
Oh yeah.
Worse than, you know, other big companies and shady organizations.
You know, it's good for like language stuff too. If you're trying to learn a language, you get like some context.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that think I'm like quadlingual, like I can speak Mandarin and Japanese, and they're like, wow, your Mandarin's amazing.
Oh my God, Kratom Cowboy points to me.
He points to you.
I
He's
helped
calling it out.
teach him Yan. So.
Yeah, he's like, he's gonna teach he's gonna kill your student right in front of you. You know.
I like that little.
He's
little
got that
prayer hands from
that Shang Tsung energy from the beginning of the '94 Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah,
your soul is mine.
Look, the bag has already fallen over. They are not playing. Oh, and just throws that now in the corner.
Colonel was able to win, and we saw earlier how he did a low medium kick to counter the dive kick. That was, and I wanted to point out also that that's one thing Colonel was doing exceptionally, besides carrying the Ganage in there. How courageous of you! See, that's it. When you're trying to take out someone's student here, you know, you gotta make the big calls.
Yeah, you gotta go for it, especially versus Yun. You can't, you know, he's kind of like constantly getting free damage with his Ganage. So the best way to fight Yun is you gotta take it to him. You gotta beat him down before he can loop that meter over and over again.
Yeah, and to Colonel's credit, good use of the sweep there, good use of the low attacks, and also good use of normals to call out the dive kick attempts.
Absolutely. See that backdash? Just give himself a little bit more room. Oh, nice defense by Colonel. That was one full activate. He got like maybe a medium punch worth of damage. And now, Colonel is like one back throw away from... Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Take a step back, it didn't come out.
He meant to do Fireball and Dungeon, but...
Because if he didn't, then, you know, we should have a talk here.
We should have to talk to him.
Yeah.
I think he knows. Okay, and now Kratom Cowboy has the corner, but gets back thrown again.
Is it happening this
Dungeon,
time?
and he just jumps right over it.
Great job. It looked like he was going to go for the charge. Usually he was going to instantly go and get it meaty there. But this time around, he wanted to get...
Oh, and that's the third Ganasian.
No, but no shoulder.
You know, Chris, they always say, if you activate 3 Ganasians, you will win.
But this time, because of the lack of the shoulder, it gives Colonel another chance here.
It does.
Air to air.
He missed his command grab follow-up.
Yeah, caught him backdashing there. Kratom Cowboy finally able to finish the job.
Okay, let's see. Kratom Cowboy just wants the meter. Oh, maybe he meant to activate there.
Back into the corner.
Back throw.
Activation
Super.
happening.
Okay, just
And
going
he's
for mids.
holding the lows. You can give him the overhead.
Yeah.
Because he can't get any follow-ups on the
And
overhead
see,
there. So
look at that. Colonel still takes like a medium punch worth of damage.
I mean, escaping a Canadian pressure from the corner there. It's such
so
a big
big.
win.
It's so big.
Oh, this time goes for the
that
charge.
was good.
Yeah, the
Oh,
air
now
to air
stun is so
to
close.
stun.
Okay. Did you know that all the different like low attacks do way less stun in this game?
Yep.
It's quite an interesting design choice by the designers. So that sweep, it'll never stun for some reason.
And Colonel with that sweep low and extra crispy here. Can he get? Look at that swagger there. That smile right there. You gotta
love
be.
it.
Hey, job not done.
No.
Okay, job not done. This guy, this Kratom Cowboy here, he is hungry for a comeback here.
He hit the Kendo Ikari for a second though. Thinking about his plan. Let's
Right
see what
there,
Kratom Cowboy's got.
if he's gonna turn the whole world into soup again.
Oh, nice jump. Okay. I like Kratom Cowboy. He's mixing it up off his jumps. You know, sometimes a jump medium kick, sometimes go low, and then sometimes dive kick.
Yeah, now Canadian is on deck here. Sometimes you want him to activate, like, get in the robot, Shinji!
Okay. Colonel's defense is just really strong here. I think it's the main thing that's going on is
Tension, but it's a little too close. Oh, that parry saves him from getting stunned.
okay, just one mid attack or one throw or something. But you know, the desire sensor, it's so high. Colonel wants it so bad.
It is, you can see it.
Kind of let Kratom Cowboy back in the game.
Try to deny. Do not let this activation happen because it could mean for bad news for Colonel.
and that's
Big throw. Colonel's
Okay.
on match point.
Kratom Cowboy shaking his head. He's like, no, I'm back in.
I should have got that activation by any means possible. I mean, would have given him a chance to turn the tide there with the light fleet.
Pops mid-screen. Now you're in the
Activates it
corner,
from a little
Ryu.
far.
Nice, confirmed by Kratom Cowboy. Doesn't hit the ender.
Just gets
But
5
you
hits.
still got Ryu in the corner.
That's good damage.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, dash punch. Okay.
Oh, sends it
Colonel
back
getting
there.
a sweep, getting himself
He
back
tried
in.
to do the kick after the sweep too, which is
Oh,
making it
yeah?
unsafe, and that's why he got swept in return.
Oh, yeah. The sweep target
Oh,
combo.
EXTP, does he continue to juggle? He does not. You see the
Oh,
shrug.
what a red parry from Colonel. Oh, but he gets thrown back in the corner. Just one, like, crouch medium kick or something does it.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
short.
dive kick throw. Sometimes the dive kicks that are the scariest are the ones that don't even hit you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as long as they mix up your options there and you're able to swiftly recover and get it to come back. I learned everything about dive kicks from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game on the Nintendo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all dive kicks.
Okay.
It's basically dive kick, the game.
Oh, you know what? I have played that. There is a lot of dive kicks in that game.
Yeah, you gotta use it to beat Bebop and Rocksteady. All right, equalizer
Throw
point
after
here for
dive
Kratom Cowboy, but
There it
he
is.
gets the
Colonel
donkey
pops
kick.
off.
Too. Yeah, he just made it out of pools with
I
that
know,
one.
and
Yeah.
he beat the guy who beat him earlier.
Fantastic stuff there, man. He's the pick of the litter rather than the runt of the Neko Dojo.
I see what you did there.
Still
I
throwing
see
out
what you
all
did
these
there.
terms, you know?
Of course. Oh, we're cats.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes Dawn, you know, he puts up a nice little cat tower for us. We're happy with that.
Yeah, you should
Arcade machines are cool too.
you should put carpet on the arcade machine so you could scratch it.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
it's
then
kind of a smart choice that he was
sharpen up
hardwood
those
for.
nails, you know, yeah. The good stuff by the real Colonel. And also
Absolutely.
going back to back there too. So now that gives Kratom Cowboy even all the more reason to hate Shotos. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's always disheartening when you lose the second one because you're like, I beat him before.
Right.
They won the one that matters.
It's the one that matters.
One that matters.
That's the one that matters. The one that matters here. So here we got Mustard back here playing on the stick that he repaired himself.
True.
The surgically repaired joystick going up against Face. We're going to see Face who we saw earlier with this Makoto excellence there. But look, he's got the sip of the powder and he exchanges it there. I don't know what that is.
Smelling salts or something.
You know what I think it is? I think it's like some special imported mustard.
Oh,
That's what I think it
mustard
is.
back, of course.
Yeah, I think he's like, oh, the mustard's back.
The return of the mustard.
For sure, you're not going to see any of that coming from Heinz. You know, that's probably going to be the secret shelf for the Asian market is where you find that kind of mustard. Yeah, this is going to be our final matchup of 3S from the night. You're going to see, if you want more Third Strike action, you're going to have to tune in tomorrow.
It's going to be awesome.
Yep. The Third Strike semifinals, and then followed by the Third Strike finals, which will be immediately after.
Yeah. So, a lot of good Third Strike tomorrow. But right now, we got All of Us versus Mustardback. Both of these two, they both play really solid. They both like to hit confirm. And I'd say Mustardback, he does a lot more jumping. All of Us, he wants to stay on the ground. He wants to confirm, and he wants to find one little habit that you do and just exploit it. See what that.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, catching that card throw, that back step, 2 medium strikes right there, and they're already talking there. Mustardback, you're thinking you can pop off here, like we saw earlier. The trash talk he was exchanging with Joey's daughter.
Oh, doesn't opt for the super there. Wants to keep it. Okay, always spending some meter to just get himself into the mid screen so that he doesn't have to worry about one combo putting him in the corner.
Oh, there we go. Wake up,
Tatsu.
Wake up BX
Very
Tatsu
smart.
there. Yeah, sometimes you just see they're going to throw or they're... Oh, will it catch? Yes, the corkscrew crosses an anti-air.
Goes and throw, but All of Us ready for it. Techs it. He doesn't want to die to the roof. Don't let him do it to you. Oh my god. Aaron, come on. Aaron, come on.
Come on, All of Us. Not like that.
All right. All of Us taking this center screen. Mustardback now having to fight out of the corner. This is where All of Us really shines.
Yeah, we saw
throw situations.
We saw All of Us doing a fantastic job of defending against the forward dash happening earlier with Face.
Yep. Did you notice, like, after these jump-ins from Mustardback, he's always parrying the jab, but then they go into this little rock, paper, scissors of, is All of Us going to do throw when he lands? Is he going to do crouch medium kick? Or is he just going to, like, try and DP and you need to parry more? All of them, you need different responses.
Yeah, those are choices. Good confirmed. Super Art 3. Gonna take it back. Work it. Got to get out.
Nice backdash. Keeping Mustardback in the corner.
Oh, crosses up. It's not Hurricane season yet, but they'll tell Mustardback that as the Super Art 3 gives him the invincibility he needs.
Just ready to react.
Yeah, getting him over the edge there. Mustardback wiping down the stick surface there.
The classic.
Yeah. Now down 1-0. Can't blame it on the stick either. It was recently repaired, working fantastic, and we've seen players win from the 2P side. All of Us 2 rounds to win here, advancing to the top 16.
Look at Mustardback just sometimes hold space. You know, he doesn't need to walk back and he doesn't need to walk forward. In Third Strike, you know, you always have parry as an option. So neutral it's a real option to just stand there.
That was good, getting the sweep against the response after the short swing blow. Like, All of Us is very good space control here.
Absolutely.
And exactly reacting against neutral. We saw earlier, like, against Makoto, just favoring those spots and gets that good confirm there, yeah. Now we're seeing more anti-airs from him as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's a confirm. He doesn't have the meter.
Oh, that's going to kill.
That's going to be enough.
Corkscrew cross, Mustard back. It's 1 point on the board.
Okay, Mustardback.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just go home bragging that you got a KO with the Rose here. You gotta,
you gotta bring home the bacon.
Yeah, you gotta make it Sunday.
Nice
Hey,
attack.
if I can do it, so can he.
Exactly.
Just not in this. I couldn't do it in this game, but I digress. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, misses the finisher, but that's all right because he confirms off the dark shot.
Corkscrew cross there. Blocks the Rose. Extra blocks done there.
Nice block by All of Us.
Those
In the walk back to dodge the throw.
Oh, will it reach? Yes, it will. From way downtown, All of Us converts.
Reads the jump in into a low button and confirms and kills him off it.
You see Mustard back there. He's feeling the sweat.
Absolutely. You don't want to go home like this.
Now he's going to need to shake off the condiments and get a little more spicier as he's playing for tournament survival.
From all of us. Just making sure that Dudley does not jump in on you. That is the critical problem, is when he gets one huge jump in.
And turning offense, defense into offense.
And this is how it starts.
Yeah, that's
the
the
equalizer.
equalizer.
Gets pressure.
Baited. Oh, good reset as well.
When you reset in the air like that, they can't do a reversal right away, actually.
But the corkscrew cross doesn't have enough to chip out with it, though.
Confirm?
Now he does. But
He's still
come
going
on,
for
come
the
on. You're
rose.
playing for tournament life here.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Mustard back just, it was a fake out the whole time.
Mustardback stands up.
He stands up. He needs water.
He needs water.
He needs to get hydrated here.
That's smart. And, you know, I also am a hydro homie, Chris.
Yeah, no, I respect. Respect it, man. Everyone, drink your water. Even you in the chat, drink your water, you know? I know you see me slamming a sugar-free Red Bull, but there's a reason I don't get kidney stones anymore.
True.
Because I drink my water.
It's important.
Yeah, very important. Or else you'll have to play through kidney stones. And that sucks.
This is good. Taking your time, though, getting a glass of water, just like think about what happened, you know? You ran it really close. You were on the brink of death of your tournament.
Right.
You know, take a second. Think about what is all of us putting down? How's he communicating with you? You know, good fighting games, they're a conversation.
Right now, it seems Albus getting a lot of mileage. Like he's just getting extending on the tracks with that low medium punch. I like that approach there, using the EX short swing blow to dash back.
It's a nice call out.
Yeah, it is. I did that air-to-air elbow. I mean, looks a little Bushin style. And,
yeah.
I love Dudley's air parry, just the animation of it and how it looks like he reaches in and hits harder.
Yeah.
Mustardback off to a great start. Corkscrew cross on display here. Good block on the lows by Albus.
Okay, and that stand heavy push doing a lot of work.
There we go.
Answering back pretty convincingly with the first round. Playing that mid-range really well with Dudley, which is not his strength. But, you know, when you play strong, you can do it.
But he's adapting, too. He's not giving anything away with a forward dash as well, not overextending, really respecting Albus's reactions here.
Exactly. I think Mustardback, it's this backdash that's really the key. He's ready to just backdash if the kid is in crouch medium kick range.
There we go. Gets the jumble after the hurricane kick, but the wake-up super.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, we saw how many times he cashed out on that overhead multiple times. They both whip throws in each other's face.
Oh my God. You gotta go right now, Albus.
From the rose. No! He
sweeping the backswing blow and dives to the rose to make it out. That's crazy. What a match by these two. Let's see the replay.
Wow, let's see the replay there. And there we saw
that's rose
two
kill number
KOs
1
with the rose.
You see him look over. Nice anti-air DP by Albus.
Yeah, I mean, Albus put on a really good display of anti-airs there. We saw earlier how he felt it was part of the match there, and then doing business with that Super R3 to take him there. And then Albus, I mean, from downtown, the range on that crouching medium kick to be able to confirm that a Super R3, that was very masterful.
Oh, so clean by Mustard back there. Just that clutch super.
For the equalizer. And here we go. After he gains that momentum here.
He knew that DP was coming.
And then look at that conversion there. Perfectly timed.
Yep.
That was a great conversion there. But Albus was able to respond defensively. Whoosh, and then
with the super. That's one of Dudley's privileges, you know. He could just chip you out so effectively.
Yep. The EX fireball to the face here. I love that sweep against the machine gun punch. And then right there,
rose. Crazy.
Oh, man,
absolutely crazy.
But hey,
absolutely crazy.
Roses of thorns, and even when it shows that Albus just landed on one, and that ended his tournament run, and also that ends this block of pulls for Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and pulls in general.
Yep.
So we got top 16 coming up. I guess you can do the winners bracket. I'll do the losers side.
Yeah. So in winners, we're gonna have Lord BBH Jurian face Makoto. For tomorrow, they're going to be in your winner's side, and for the loser side.
Yeah, on the loser side, we got Real Colonel. Nice to see some young blood make it out here into the semifinals. That was just really good play with that clean Ryu. I loved it, how it worked, especially Fearless in the face of Ganajin twice. Able to convert with that, how he and then having that. And then on the other side, we've got Mustardback, who was disqualified into the losers bracket and was able to get 4 straight over Joey Maps and his daughter as well, and then against Sam Leo X, and then against against X2, Albus,
Yeah,
right?
Albus.
Who the 2-1 very close matchup, and then Mustardback able to advance with that, which we just saw by the thorn of a rose, baby, and that's going to make it into your top 8.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Fight Kingdom, Third Strike. I appreciate you. Hopefully you tune in tomorrow. This was
tomorrow.
Leapshin and Team Chris.
Yep, Leapshin 3. So be right here for the 3S semifinals. It's going to be coming on at 1:30, if I recall correctly.
I think you're right.
Yeah, 1:30 here, 3S semifinals. What up, World Warriors? We are here. The fight for the future takes us through the Pacific Northwest, and we are ready to throw down. The pools have been completed. Those who have drowned and those who have stayed standing for the fight to the future, we're ready to throw it down. Top 16 action for Third Strike right here in Fight Kingdom in Seattle. This is the one and only Miami Mike's Demon, Team Chris, joined alongside by Laduca.
Yep, great to be here, Team Chris, with you. We've seen some awesome Third Strike plays so far. 47 entrants, the largest Third Strike tournament ever in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, wow, that's amazing to hear. That Third Strike has been stacked before. We've had some great talent, some returning faces, and also some newcomers and some new talent coming about. So we have 8 matches that we're about to show you. That's going to decide and pave the way for the top 8 that you're going to see later on today. And we're going to kick things off through it. I mean, I don't know if they're giving us enough time to run through the bracket, but we're going straight to the action here. Our first fight here, which is Lord BBH going up against Face. They previously had made it out of the pool that I had previously had the pleasure of commentating alongside with Leapchen.
Yep.
So Lord BBH ready to qualify for the top 8 and stack his pockets a little more after defeating Baby Carrot at The Fight Is Right for $115.
That's true. He did defeat a little girl in a fighting game for money.
Yes.
So I'm sure he's on top of the world right now. But he's an old hat. He's played so many different games here at Third Strike. Another older, not the oldest game here, Super Turbo's here, but lots of heavy Third Strike competitors here. And I'm really excited to see them face off. And
you see he's already rocking some drip at the cabinet there. He won himself a top 8 placement with a fantastic Dictator play that got him there last night in the Super Turbo Finals, which I had a blast commentating alongside Riz1. So much fun. So on the other side, we have Face, who did a fantastic job coming in, making it out of the pools there, if I recall correctly, which I believe it was Makoto.
He's another Makoto player.
Makoto,
I can see.
We got a few Makotos.
I can see 4 Makoto players where I'm sitting, myself, 5 with me counting in there. Yeah, people are playing here, but we're getting right into the action here shortly, I think.
Yeah, so here are the 2 winners from the pool that I had commentated earlier. Lord BBH ready to walk out of Seattle. Very well decorated this week. We'll see how he does here.
Yep, so here, this is the first round of winners finals. We have these matches along with some losers, winners semifinals along with some losers semifinals. And finally, we're getting off to the games. Makoto SA2, some Abare Tosanami versus Alex.
Yeah, Lord BBH going with Alex here. It's going to be grappler on grappler matchup now. Alex has some special sauce here. I mean, I know you've seen him on full display, seen him masterfully used in Cooperation Cup, and recently in the Jazzy Circuit, there have been some Alex enthusiasts who showed up, and BBH already in a good start. A few parries, throwing them bows.
Yeah, I got Makoto to 3-4 stun, but Makoto's answering back. EX Hayate is blocked, and we're kind of back to the neutral.
Yeah, that side switch was nasty. Could have been more damage to Lord BBH, able to watch out for those mix-ups there. Now, it's interesting you mentioned, though, the Abare Tosanami, the Choice of Super R2, because normally it's an anti-projectile super, and the Super R1 gives you a kind of more touch-of-death setups here, but I see how it gives you're able to stock 2 of them. It gives you more utility in this matchup, so let's see how it pays off for Face. I know he's a heavy hitter here from the Texas area paying a visit.
Yeah, we got there was resets. Oh, but Lord BBH was ready for that dash up and answered with the super to get things back to the square one.
Yeah, and then dodges the power bomb attempt there.
Gets out of the corner. The stun meter is really high now. Alex. We're running away, and Face does get the stun. And gets Abare Tosanami for the kill.
Yeah, with the air-to-air there, completing there. That's going to get the first point on the board. I got to say, for this weekend, Third Strike has been moving fast. And not only do we just have Ken's Makotos out there, but we have a good array of character diversity out here. We've got a Ibuki on the board. We've got a Remy on the board. We have a
Q on the board.
Yeah, a Q on the board going up against another obscure character. I just can't read it off the bracket. My eyesight's failing me, but trust me, it'll be special.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Lord BBH can adjust to face coming in and grabbing him. It's just like that. It looks like he's adjusting very well with jumping, baiting the throw. His throw also got Makoto back in the corner, though.
Yeah, there's the first power bomb. Both players doing a great job of avoiding being thrown. And didn't come correct.
He smashes out of the stun, but wasn't able to get, because sometimes you're mashing out, you're going to hit a button, the final one to break out, and so maybe you jump or something.
Yes.
But Lord BBH was able to counter that and take the round.
Yeah, now this puts Lord BBH on an equalizer point here. Good round, good sequence there, but this time the Karakusa energy, which, didn't get the follow-up afterward to drop it. Like that, it's got to finish the food on your plate there, but nobody home for the powerbomb. Now faced very close to stunning Lord BBH, we've seen earlier.
Yep, BBH is trying to, a great way to answer back being stunned is to knock him down the X move. And another grab for BBH, so now, which grab? Makoto takes it with the crouching sweep. Or strong, or fierce, but it is her sweep. She gets max meter.
He gets that knockdown. EX elbow there. Tries to whiff with the negative frames there, but nothing coming close. 1 meter on deck here. Amari Tosadami can happen at any time. Denied the regular throw. Interesting choice to go for the tech against the dash. Now we saw, Now FaZe was playing, like, from what we saw in pools, was a little less aggro than the other Makotos that we saw in pools, but it really looks like just trying to create those situations and those reads where you can get a lot of big reward off overheads and the command grab there, and FaZe making quick work, advancing to the top 8 over Lord BBH.
Yeah, we saw a lot of command grabs that match, a lot of jump outs of the command grabs. FaZe was able to chase down Lord BBH a bit, and both players got stunned this match. Lots of stunning happening this round. It's really exciting to see, because these players, like, Alex has a large stun meter, but Makoto does the most stun in the game with all her high out type combos, so it was really fun.
Yeah, very good at building that up and just creating a non-stop guessing game. I mean, Alex was able to get a little bit of his sauce in there, but it just seemed that a lot of his throws were getting avoided. A lot of the conversions were just not able to happen there. And even though there was a little bit of slips from FaZe execution-wise, you got to be happy with the result, making it in the top 8 and getting medal bound and money bound.
Yep. So now we're going to round 2 of winner semifinals. We've got Velok on Chun-Li versus R.E.V.O on Makoto. R.E.V.O, one of the OG, like, SA2 touch of death combo masters, wearing a Makoto shirt, ripping the karate user. And meanwhile, Velok, he's up every morning, 8 a.m., coffee and games, grinding out Chun-Li to try to, use this powerful character to his best.
Rising star in the Pacific Northwest here, representing the Neko Dojo. And I mean, if you're mastering Chun-Li in this game, you got to know specifically this matchup and the tools that you have. And forcing Makoto to kind of take a step back, and you see anti-airing with the close standing roundhouse and the cancels to come after that. And you see him using those backdashes out there to continue to keep R.E.V.O chasing, but what a confirm. Amari Tosadami, let's do the follow-up with that big axe kick. Got him across the table. Extra service, please.
Yeah, so this matchup, Chun-Li tries to keep Makoto away with her stronger normals, but like once R.E.V.O got in there, just like tore Chun-Li apart, and that's how this goes.
Yeah, good check on the dash, but not enough on that conversion there to get R.E.V.O the Karakusa he deserves.
It's a good jump out of the Karakusa. Let's see if R.E.V.O can keep Chun-Li in the corner.
I love that usage of the close standing roundhouse. And
yes,
the Velok is really going for it as well.
Yeah, good use of the overhead chop. It's so active, it's really strong. You don't expect to see that overhead. You're mostly scared of her grabbing you, but like that's a good mix because you can combo SA2 after the light one.
Yes. Oh, and yeah, checks after that dash, after the low short there. Gets dashed up with a standard throw. Oh, EX bird kick looked like it was happening, but it's not really a true reversal there. So if you come correct and you place that foot right in the eye of the storm, good things will happen as R.E.V.O scores the first point there over Velok.
Yeah, we saw R.E.V.O use a lot of his EX moves to his advantage, like crouching short into EX overhead chop, maybe a jump overhead kick like X kick. There's so many ways that R.E.V.O can use EX once he's in on Chun-Li to stay in there.
Yeah, and that kind of chop, I mean, he just has that kind of energy. Reminds me of the frog from Chrono Trigger, splitting the mountain with the Masa Moon. Every time I get hit, I get domed with that move. It just reminds me of that. Now, keeping him at bay with those back fears, it's a fantastic pro because great range, and it's the only Street Fighter game where it anti-airs.
Yeah, it's true. We'll see if R.E.V.O using his Glen moves from Prague can get in there and keep the pressure on. Let's see what the mix-up is here. Just like sometimes just neutral Karakusa when they're expecting the parry. That's great. 2 hits in there. Get some meter with that crouching roundhouse.
and tried to fish for that with the stand roundhouse to chase after the jump, but then altering the jump art. Chun-Li's anti-airs are mostly situational, with her back fierce being the most reliable go-to. I know the back forward as well has a high reaching kick that is able to knock players back, but when Makoto's able to axe it and chop it down with you, what a parry, then it creates a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that's a great way to get out of the corner. You're thinking you're going to get overhead chop. No, parry, dash, and throw. We're back into the middle.
Yeah, good use of the back dash, just getting out of dodge, then teching the throw. The standing strong kick as well pushes it back, but Arlieth again capitalizing on that. Oh, what a hit!
Yeah, Lord. Wow, yeah, Arlie took it with that crowd forward, medium kick, fake into SSA2. Like, everyone's going to react to that with a grab or something.
Yep.
But, like, he's got meter, he can blow it and take the match.
Knew there were buttons on display. Even if you don't see them, you knew there was that, hey, I'm not qualifying for top 8 to block.
Yeah, blocking doesn't win matches. Baiting people into reacting to moves and then supering and using your X moves does.
Yeah, Arlieth able to cash it in and make quick work there, even before we're able to change up the names. But let's keep on moving down the winner's bracket here. So I think on paper we got a matchup here with Dagger G. That's going to be coming up soon, but it looks like what we're getting is Virsaga versus Caramelty. Now, this is a staple here at Fight Kingdom. Virsaga has won 2 of the last 3 Third Strike tournaments. Who was the winner of the 1 out of the 3 is the one and only Justin Wong.
Yeah.
With a fantastic performance there. So absolutely something awesome to put on the resume that 2 out of the 3 years, hey, I was the other guy that came through with it. So he's going to have his hands full, though, with Caramelty. Caramelty is an absolute killer with Ibuki player from Vancouver, who put in great work making top 8 last year. So here's some familiar faces, repeat performances here, looking to either emulate those results or, I mean, get another plaque, another trophy on the shelf for here in Third Strike. And not to mention, I mean, let's bring this up. We got the Jazzy circuit going on here.
You have Jazzy, yes.
Yeah, this is actually in the category of 30 to 60 entrants here with
47.
With the largest attended tournament here in the Pacific Northwest. So there's a lot of points on the line, a lot of incentive to fight for the future and push forward, and I'm really looking forward to it, Lenica.
Yeah, like seeing so many different character specialists here this tournament with, Virsaga being just like the Ken Master, Caramelty with Ibuki. Watching her play, I can't think fast enough to know how to parry, and like anytime someone is like 2 hit in there, she'll parry, and it's awesome to watch. Dagger G, the Remy, like US Remy, like watching him he throws booms faster than I thought Remy could ever do.
Yeah. No, he's fantastic with it. Has a lot of great tech at throwing the booms and using the charge buffer correctly. And to be able to get his way. I mean, we've seen a few Remys on display as well. I got a good friend of mine with a few good friends of mine who definitely mastered that character. I mean, I played a lot with Everdread, who uses Super R3 against me just to embarrass me.
Yeah.
So the Blue
Remy
Nocturne
loves to use Super R3 when they can. It just feels so good.
Yeah, fantastic guy over there at the scene we got down there over in South Florida, where we also have some Jazzy Circuit tournaments going on there. So Caramelty's got a lot of work to do, appearing here in the winner's side of top 8. Earned her spot with the fantastic Ibuki play. Virsaga, Super R3, tried and true, representing Portland. I noticed a lot of strong rivalry here between Washington and Portland here, also keeping that energy between Portland and Vancouver. I did not know how close Vancouver is to this area.
2.5 hours, 3 hours. I make that drive every 2 weeks.
It's
to go up there, battle for BCs up there. You know,
are closer to Vancouver than I am to Orlando.
From Miami. Yeah, that's right. So Seattle's kind of next between Seattle, Vancouver at the top, and Portland at the bottom. But here we're gonna have Virsaga on King versus Caramelty on Ibuki. Let's go.
Virsaga rocking the black gi, which I think is, if I'm not mistaken, is that the 3 punches color.
Yes, that's the secret one, the Violent Kin color palette. But Caramelty's always on green. Ibuki, let's see, blocks the medium punch.
I like how you read that jump cancel there. Saw it coming out there. Oh, yeah, that's trouble. When you see that parry, Caramelty is very good at using that Super R3 to throw those, to just go knives out like a Ryan Johnson mystery. The cross under, but Virsaga stays 1 step ahead.
Yeah, speaking of knives out, Ibuki is a bit of a glass onion in this game. Lower health, has an okay DP with the EX, but Virsaga was able to parry, block, get away, and take that first round.
Yeah, it's like he knew where the landing was going. Like his radar is able to really scan ahead. You can see the familiarity he has against Ibuki and Caramelti's mix-ups here. So now Caramelti has that level Super R3 on deck. It's a short meter, only 1 of 1, but we saw earlier that confirms that she could do with it and bring it out.
Yeah, usually you see Ibuki with her air kunai super art, the first one, but this one is great against Shotos. Like when they parry, you can hit the super and buffer it, and you'll still get good damage like you saw in the first game.
Yeah, good tech, escaping the Kara grab throw, and then use that stand roundhouse air parry to get into the target combos though, but no dice. Virsaga standing strong here.
Yeah, Virsaga is known for his defense of just like keeping you out, jabbing against the anti-air, parrying and backdashing. Caramelti's having a little bit of trouble getting, but like she's not losing any life, so that's fine.
Yeah, that all smooth sailing and then connects it off those two shorts. Just amazing clutch execution there and able to get that kunai mix up in there and then just throwing it towards the ground. Trying to test Virsaga towards approaching here, but that's just good zoning and good confirms to equalize it 1 round apiece.
Yeah, that max range 6K overhead. And Virsaga answers, I'm just going to jump over you, cross up, and do the target combo into super.
Super R3 takes a step back, whips the throw, but is able to catch the jump escape, kind of paying a toll to get back to the middle of the screen there. Both parties will take it. What a confirm of that light EX, but a little too airborne to get the damage on the table.
Punches the kunai right out of the air. No. Caramelti's trying to get in there. All right, she's got to throw. Let's see what mix up is. The backdash again, like Virsaga backdashes more than any other kind of scene. But Caramelti gets the short into the super for good damage.
Yeah, what a confirm from distance now. And it comes up with the shimmy, knee to the face, 4 combos, and that sets up the stage for a low medium kick to take the first point against the defending champion here. Caramelti 1 fight away from qualifying to the top 8.
Yeah, this was the finals matchup with Jazzy qualifying a bit at Neko Dojo like a month ago, and it looks like down to the wire every single game is so awesome to see here. And wow, this is great some first strike action.
Yeah, we'll see how Virsaga performs here. We've seen him fight through some tough situations, gets that confirmed, double dips on the DP.
That's so much damage from those 2 DPs in the corner. But Ibuki is pretty good, pretty wily getting out, and now Versaga's in the corner.
Yeah, I got a good read on jumping over that stand roundhouse to establish that position there. And you saw that knee, that standing medium kick earlier, got Caramelti with that first point there, but then parry toss and another toss as well, and Virsaga gets the first round again.
Yeah, both these characters are actually going to get in the corner. Ken has that EX Toxu that can get out, punish you, do decent damage, and put you right back in the corner, and Virsaga was able to use that to his advantage and take that first game.
Oh yeah, caught him stepping in the wrong direction there. And you got to see the reach that Ibuki has with that low strong.
Yep, Caramelti sitting on that 1 bar. She really wants to get a super in there to start getting some damage because, just to beat the game.
Yeah, but Virsaga here all around is understanding the assignment and passing every knowledge check as the throw to the face gets whiffed.
That was 30 seconds in. That throw had to have been 1 pixel far away because then Virsaga had to answer for the throw of his own.
Yeah, it's fascinating how that works. Like, you wonder if there was any other factors such as like proximity guard that possibly could have come up and caused that throw to whiff there. But it works out in Versaga's favor as he quickly gets the equalization. And what we saw, like Virsaga seems in most of these rounds to stay a step ahead, but Caramelti just gets the right confirm to beat Virsaga to the punch.
Yeah, Virsaga in this matchup, trying to keep Ibuki away because like she wants to be in. She's more the aggressor. Ken has kind of larger, more impressive normals, but Ibuki's tricky, like just right there. That 6H overhead for long range into super, into stun, into the round.
And it's a stun too, and that stun's not going to save you from the rest of the combo coming. Like that's what I love about third strike. When the stun happens, it's like hold on a sec, finish your food.
Yes.
Okay, here's dessert.
Yep. Some good stun combos. We love to see those. But yeah, Caramelti's up a round so far in this last game.
Yeah, it's almost like a double dash match fast food. And Caramelti 1 point away from getting into the winner's final here. If this round doesn't go Versaga's way, has to play the winner of the match that we'll have upcoming for you on Losers.
Yep.
Oh, what a parry to the other side.
Those parries are wild, and just hitting the ground, that crouching 40x fireball, anything will do it, and yep, Virsaga answers up with final game.
Final round here, 99 seconds to decide. Really, truly a testament to Versaga's spacing, situational awareness that we're seeing here. So, Caramelti's got to kind of back up, see the element surprise works. No, it comes short. It comes short. The knife stays in the drawer, not sharp enough. And Versaga's just going to trap him like an awful waffle on salute your shorts.
Salute your shorts. So are you afraid of the dark? I'm afraid of Karen now, but Caramelti's got Virsaga back in the corner. Let's see if she can make some action here happening.
Double parry.
Forward super Virsaga, please. Holy moly.
Virsaga in the driver's seat here. Caramelty just needs one confirmed. Target combo, and again, double taps it again to make sure he can close up the comeback. Great effort from Karabuki, seeing that Ibuki on display, but just look how he stays ahead, knowing that there were going to be 2 jump attacks on the table, and then getting that perfect timing there. But we saw earlier what got Caramelty to the dance was the knives out performance, and those confirms worked all the way until when she needed it the most.
Yeah, a lot of Caramelty's approach, that works with people that jump weird angle double hit, but like Versaga's like, I know this song and dance. I fought this a few thousand times. I know exactly how to answer the parry crouching forward super. And it's so much damage, especially against Ibuki, has less health than normal.
And now that shimmy and the follow-up hit, you see that little fist bump there, confirming that you got a head start towards that upset. I mean, just a great effort from Caramelty, and then the confirm off that overhead with the stun. We let you finish your food, and there's the double dash to get there to match point. But against the ropes, Virsaga showing that his situational awareness, a step ahead, getting those double parries in there, and then getting closer to tell the tale of the tape with match point on deck. Gonna show, hey, don't call it a fluke. Don't question my timing here. I'll do it again.
Yeah. So now we got our next matchup. So we've got Kazi and Dagger G lining up to play. Kazi on Urien. He plays that dark green Urien color. We love to see it. Dagger G is a Remy master. Like watching him move around, move that character around. Everyone's like, oh, Remy low tier, but like Dagger G just does not make him look like tier at all. Yeah.
Not in the right hands. Remy does not feel like a low tier character with the way Dagger G throws booms. And I've had the pleasure of watching him play other games with similar characters like his Guile in Street Fighter 6 that he dabbled with a little bit. And really show just the mastery he has at using the boom there. So very interesting matchup to see. Not one you see too often either. Remy against Urien. And it's going to be fantastic to watch it all around.
Yeah, I was privy to some. There was a great council of Remy's last night. They were talking about what's the optimal punishes on the specific supers, not just like crouching, fierce into flash kick. Just seeing all the Remy knowledge change, even like 26 years or something when this game comes out, there's still knowledge proliferation that can happen. Specific character versus character, awful BBs, and that's like one amazing thing why this game will never die.
Yeah, it does. And you see he's working on that one frame confirm there off that standing knee into that double flash, the triple flash rather, super. So it looks like he's well versed in it. Dagger G ready to put on a show here, but let's see what Kazi's got in his bag. Urien players, they have those unblockables. They have those correct guesses on the metallic spear that really takes them to the dance they came from.
Yeah, and Kazi, hailing from SoCal originally, now here in the Pacific Northwest with Neko Dojo, he is amazing at parrying. Parrying is like his game. He's just also red parry. The first time I fought him is Ryu, crouching forward fireball, red parried super me. I'm like, oh yeah, he's that kind of gamer. He knows how to red parry, and it's frightening when you fight against someone like that.
Yeah, when you build that whole meta around it, you got to build your counter strategies against it. It just becomes more and more of a headache here. So Dagger G rocking the blonde look. This is Remy's stage. I love the song. It's a testament to how fantastic the Third Strike soundtrack really is.
Yes, I mean the Jazzy Circuit series named after the NYC stage.
Yep.
Let's see. Dagger G's got Kazi in the corner, not letting that headbutt take any ground there, keep you in that corner, throw some booms. But Kazi's fine, jumping over them, parrying them. There he goes, dancing with that crouching strong.
Yeah, and gaining that low profile there. Now, it's interesting here how it works. So you can parry both of those double booms because if you parry the low one first, and then it will be generous enough to let you in the same direction, like parry them both low.
Yep. Kazi just can't get in. Dagger G's content. Okay, he's got time to get in here. Nice parry, but no, another second parry.
There we go, just like you said it there. And but the H reflector, no dice, and he's able to stick his foot underneath the stall and be able to reach over and grab that pixel of health he needs to get that point. Good stop by Dagger G, stopping Kazi's comeback momentum there.
Yep, but let's see if Kazi can adjust and get around the booms. Dagger G is showing that Remy can be a long-range control character, but also can do a little bit of rushdown too if he wants to.
Yeah, watch out for that quarter circle back dive kick that he does. It is very good at closing the distance here. Great call out there against the potential to anti-air. Kazi not exactly going for it. Here comes those boom pressure setting him back.
Yep. There we go. Kazi in the corner. Let's see. Just throwing. Look at all these booms. He's playing a bullet shooter now. Oh, but Amir lets him get the offensive. Dash up, low parry, overhead, and takes it.
That was clean, especially like finding that opportunity to get that activation and sending the high Aegis Reflector as well, which allows him to get that big reach and tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, ironically enough, maybe the Aegis Reflector can actually do its intended job of reflecting some projectiles in this matchup. Who knows?
We'll see. It's a fantastic parry, but I mean, Dagger G is just showing like what Justin Wong would say, like when you can't stop the boom. But that side switch with the throw, and here comes the metallic sword. What a parry! What a parry! Yeah, he doesn't want to deal with that.
Yeah, the parry lets him keep his ground and get advanced over the Urian to make that mirror non-existent.
Yeah, just not messing around with the House of Mirrors. Just wants nothing about it, just leaving Kazi shattered, but he's got another Aegis on deck. Good pushback there with that low strong. Carry and tackle here into the activation, but just good blocking on point.
You block it, jump away, don't let that mirror be relative to the fight at all. You just don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, you don't want to send your opponent far back there when you have a significant life lead, as you're seeing now. Double parry by Kazi. He loves doing that in the Metallic Sphere, only gets a sweep. Nothing from the Aegis, though. So Dagger G still can do this. Who's going to take the first point here with the exchange? And he dive kicks it.
Was that the
quarter circle back kick?
Yeah, was that the first dive kick of the round?
No, we saw it earlier how he capitalized. He had those sonic moves in the corner, and he stuck one in there. So like, you don't want to get predictable with it because like it's a very difficult to react to type dive kick. So I find often that's one of the moves that like rarely gets parried. I mean, unless you're really trying to throw it out there as a player.
Yeah, it has so much range. You can start it from different levels of the stage. The button strength changes the range. So it's like, and if you think it's safe to punish, they'll just super R you and just like take the initiative back.
Yeah, and it just becomes twice as effective when it's unpredictable there. So when you don't see it coming, I mean, that parry's not on the table, and he was able to follow up his boom pressure with it, and Dagger G gets the first point of that as he converts on a flash kick to send Kaz's Urian back.
Yeah, so Dagger G was able to basically avoid all of Kaz's mirror pressure for the most part, and as a Urian, that's not what you want. You want to get them locked down with the mirror, so we'll see if Kazi can do that this game, while Dagger G keeps tossing the booms.
Yeah, one thing I like that Kazi's doing, though, is just finding some maneuvering to get around the low boom. Be it it's a headbutt or the parry, just continuing to advance his approach there. Dagger G's getting a square out.
There we go. The chariot tackle is able to get to the booms, and here's some good damage on Remy.
Yeah, gets that side switch with the juggle afterward.
Whoa, what? How was that parry? He held it for longer than normal.
Oh, out of again. And then sends it back. Low boom. Again, just keep him guessing there. Air parry from the air, but Dagger G was prepared for it, a set back, and more of those EX just stop the momentum.
Yeah, this is a now math point for Dagger G.
Top 8 point, too.
Top 8 point, that's true. We'll see if there's a flash kick. We don't see many of those.
Very well spaced.
Yeah.
Very well spaced to catch him there and get those active frames going. Now he sends him back with the knee, even though he parries the sonic boom. Notice you're going to have to parry a little bit more than that, pushing yourself a little more as he's got the charge and the flash kick to take care of business. Dagger G on match point.
But Kazi's got his full meters, hoping he can get in there and try to deploy a mirror, but Dagger G's not letting him.
He just like flicked his arm forward and was able to hit it from the back, setting it back thus. And then goes for the leap there, but masterful block there by Kazi. Parry sent it back. I love Dagger G's defense there.
Yes,
continuing to invite the opponent to approach him, and then just taking his punishments, taking what the opponents give him as they take their risk towards approaching.
Yep, the backdash, and Dagger G takes it over Kazi 2-0. Man, Kazi, like, was great at the parrying, but Dagger G's like, I've seen people advance me and parry my moves before. I know exactly what to do to counter that.
And if you're going to be bringing Remy into the top 8, I mean, here, you really got to know. I mean, we're not. Some people will say it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight here, but I mean,
Remy has the guns in this point. He has the projectiles in this matchup. So maybe the gun is actually what using
a throwing knife, like in GoldenEye.
Oh, sure. Like, well, see, and you're in slappers only, like just hitting them with his long arms and stuff.
Yeah, just sending it back there. And we weren't seeing much projectiles, much of the metallic spear from Kazi's Urian. I mean, just a little bit. I think there were a few conversions in the first fight there to get it going here. So here we got Rose City. We got another Urian. If I recall correctly, Rose City's Urian is going to use the same colors.
I think so, yes, versus Musterback of the Neko Dojo. It is his dojo in the Pacific Northwest.
Musterback, the master of it. Now, I don't want to accuse him of sandbagging in pools, but I think but I do want to spill the T, but he did defeat 2 players on his way to top 8 with the Rose.
That's true.
With the Rose. So
but now he's in Rose City, so like ideally, Rose City can answer the Rose with. And here we have the best third strike action you see: medium punches, standing and crouching.
Well, let's see how his botany game improves on the road as he works to qualify in the top 8. This is the first of the losers round here, so the loser is going home. And if I recall correctly, I think they play Lord BBH.
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
The winner of this.
Yeah, so here Urian's trying to keep Dudley out, but what's Mustard's in? It's 50-50s all the way home, and like, here we are.
Yeah, when you got those responses and a short swing blow, great tech after the side switch from the EX headbutt here. And then just use that Aegis to just intimidate and force Rose City into the corner.
Yep, here we go. All right, let's see. Mustard has his bases loaded, full supers on stock.
Oh, corkscrew cross!
Yeah, chariot tackle, into nothing else.
Yeah, Mustardback was getting a lot of mileage out of that super earlier, but this time it gets blocked and he gets punished. But Mustard trying to climb his way back despite the life lead here.
Great blocks from Rose City. And EX headbutt takes it. You can't really react to that, and that's just going to take the game sometimes.
I mean, yeah, just took the wrong step forward there to call it, and nobody was home. Man, this is going fast. I'll tell you, we're already more than halfway through this block here. As the sidestep there gets Batista bomb.
Yeah, misses the mirror activation there, so Mustardback is free to run his offense on Rose.
Yeah, and gets that big overhead there, no punish. But here comes that side switch from Rose City. Rose City very close to going 1-up here. Let's see if the mirror game can prove it. Gets that standard throw. Just needs one hit, finish the job.
Yeah, great blocks by Mustard, but Rose City was able to use the headbutt again for the second game in a row. All the games ending with a headbutt.
Yeah, if that jab confirmed on the table there, Rose City gets the first point, up 1-0 on Mustardback. Now, Mustardback working double duty here, doing a lot of TO work as well. Also, during the pool, I mean, we had to take a break where he had to do a repair on the sticks on the cabinet that are currently being played on. So, I mean, definitely has his hands full with a lot of work making this tournament happen, making it come alive for the FGC.
Yep.
But just coming into the top 8 here, and you see him with that shirt, I don't even play this game. Yeah, he is prefacing everything with excuses already. I mean, just to get that mental advantage over the other player.
Exactly. Take anything you need for the W. Rose City answers with that elbow to try to run his offense on Mustard. Yeah, Mustard normally has people pinned down in the corner, 50-50s from the towels come home, but Rose City's like, hey, my arms are longer than yours, Mr. Boxer. I can just keep you out.
Yeah, it outreaches him there and also able to convert on some of those throws there, which is just going to open the way for some punch. The Metallic Spear gets the chase, throws out the Aegis, but didn't need it. Probably just going to stare at it to flex and kind of admire himself there as he moves closer into match point. Yeah. Mustardback this time around, wishes someone else would be throwing the roses, wishes that his own tuxedo mask to save him, as he's against the ropes here for his tournament life.
Yeah, so you saw that last match. Rose City knows exactly the range of where Dudley, some of his advanced moves are. Didn't know the range of that one. All right, Mustardback answers the super. Let's see if the overhead was a little too early, and Rose City can answer with the grab into mirror.
And then gets the overhead, but that's it. No kill there. But Rose City just needs another Aegis to do it, and then taps the low as his hands are full with the Metallic Spear, and that's going to end it for Mustardback's tournament run. Fantastic performance, so close to the top 8. Rose City just one step away.
Just one step away, yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Mustard's been like busy working on machines, like helping run the tournament. You know, Mustardback and Zappo's tournament, Fight Kingdom, but like they both working cahoots and fixing things. So it's been a long week. It is Sunday afternoon.
Retro's high maintenance, baby, but we're able to keep the streams and the machines running. Don't go nowhere because we have 3 more losers bracket matches in here, and now we've got a battle of some new faces here. We've got the real Colonel here, who's a very young Ryu player, showing off. We saw him earlier doing work, making it through the losers bracket, and if I recall correctly,
Flex Money
here, yes.
Yeah, so another Dudley player.
Another Dudley player, I believe, from SoCal.
Yes. He Mustard played quite a bit. He loves his uppercuts. So we're going to see the battle of the uppercuts here. Both players have.
Well, now you can see he's got the mustard-colored pants here, and he's ready to avenge it for his friends.
For his friends, he's running it back as they were for Mustard.
If he gets a KO with the Rose, I could just hear him yelling, "Mustard!"
The digit,
what a counter! What a trade! We'll take those.
Super's traded, and they're back to brawling. Shoto sweeps got a long range. Boxers don't know how to deal with sweeps. What's a kick? How does it work? But that crouching roundhouse of his own. Wow!
Oh, parries the EXDP because it hits from far away. It's not 2 hits from that distance. Able to get that and generate some space and get the first point on the board.
Yeah, we're seeing complete jump in overhead. That low jump in arc leads into really good damage to supers. And he's got Flex Money's got the Colonel in the corner Colonel.
Yeah, the overhead game was on point here, especially being able to get those conversions into the Super R3, which you see him currently using.
Yep, and that EX Shotgun Nets Fireball to get Flex in the corner, and here Ryu's running his own corner game.
Big toss there, sending him back.
That max range grab was stealing this back.
Caught him on the sweep. Put the broom back in the closet, sir.
Yeah, the shoulder sweep was really strong. Oh, fireballs. Oh, charge of the Dinge. Let's see what happens. No parries from Flex Money, and the real Colonels takes the second game.
The price you pay when you don't parry, thinking you can just jump on it, but no, it continues to just move off into the distance and get that connection there. This time the parry does work in Real Colonel's favor.
Yeah, that was a great parry in his sweep. It's like, you're just going to punch me, I'll parry you back. But now, Flex Money's got the Real Colonel in the corner, but that shoulder sweep again, saving his life.
Yeah, this time it also gets a side switch. Denjin to the face, challenge him to hit a button there. Couldn't hit the right one to avoid that mix-up. So you see the Real Colonel not going to charge it up all the way, just trying to get the simple one. So at worst, it will trade.
And that's crouching roundhouse, the sweep. You can do 3 in a row. Flex Money takes the first round against the Real Colonel.
Yeah, don't count the Real Colonel. They're finishing off with a super, taking a deep breath here. This is a new performer here, a new player in the from the Neko Dojo as well. Always excited to see young faces here, literally the future, fighting for the future.
That's what we're doing here, There's all these new games, like I'm watching Street Fighter 6 happening. All those games are great, but Street Fighter 3, Third Strike, Fighter Future, this game is so great. Capcom really got this game in one, which is why they call it Street Fighter 3, the third version.
The third version of it, yeah. And of course, there were a lot of nuances with New Generation and Second Impact. A lot of people do love Second Impact. But Third Strike here has its own meta. I mean, this game is going to last forever. Just how dedicated the community is, and also the skill ceiling. You always see something more and more impressive coming on deck here. And I just love watching the younger players, Real Colonel here, and also like players like the Nam 7. Caught him with the sweep again. You see, he made that hard read for the second time against the same button. He gets that conversion.
Yes, I mean, Flex Money's being a lot of good value at the sweep and a lot of good value off the Dinjin. One hit away from stunning. Flex Money knows this.
But the sweep was not spaced correctly. Misses the distance. Good stuff by Flex to immediately jump out of, and there's another corkscrew cross from another situation to send Flex to match point.
Flex Money's doing a lot of good uses of his EX bars and his supers against those sweeps and pokes from Ryu. And then he's got Ryu back in the corner. Let's see. Yep. Oh, whoa! One EX DP deserves another one. Another DP. Punch with throw, Gabby in the corner to see if he can charge up enough meter to get a Dinjin going.
Yeah, it works. Let's see the corner carry travel there, and Flex takes it decisively. Impressive run from the Real Colonel, finishing here in the top 8 with his Ryu. Definitely looking forward in the future to seeing how much more he can do along the way. But Flex was just like all in the right places here, despite that amazing Denjin anti-air. I mean, give Real Colonel his flowers. But Flex was just able to correct. What I really like was the multiple instances of calling out the sweep attempt with the corkscrew cross. That was just absolutely fantastic, using that utility to continue pressing on against the opponents.
Yeah, you see, that's the kind of like old other fighting game kind of knowledge. Like, you're going to do a poke. I have a higher priority special move here to counter you. And a lot of times in this game, people will parry. Flex Money is like, I don't need a parry. I've got uppercuts.
Yeah, that works here. So here we got Slamtown here. Slamtown got himself a great weekend here at Fight Kingdom. He won the Alpha 3 side tournament. Yeah, we'll get to that. And then also qualifying just now for the top 8 in a very stacked Virtua Fighter 5 bracket with a lot of talent on display. So he makes it here in the top 8, got more Jazzy Circuit points to his name, and you see that he's wearing that gray coat on the stream there, so you know who he plays. I mean, he's ready to get his on, and he's a unique user of Super R3. Now on the other side, we've got Lookalike, named after my favorite kind of advertising campaign on Facebook. Lookalike, another Necro Dojo player. Making it further here, we're just going to be checking our buttons as we get into it. Now, this is going to be that interesting matchup we talked about. Slamtown bringing out Q, who we know can cook. But on the other side, Lookalike is an Oro player, so those unblockables that his setups can get to, it's going to cause a lot of trouble for Slamtown's Q.
Yeah.
But Slamtown, no strangers to the jank. I mean, in the Alpha games, he masterfully uses Birdie, and in Virtua Fighter, he excellently uses L Blaze. So this guy understands gimmicks and being able to play outside the game and tilt matchups on its head entirely.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, like the largest Third Strike tournament in the Pacific Northwest, and usually when we watch Third Strike tournaments, you'll see Ken, Chun-Li, Yoon, Makoto, and you see those characters. But this, Oro versus, Q, you hardly ever going to see this matchup at a tournament with this level of competition fighting. And, like seeing how these characters interact, like, what can Oro do against the big body of Q? What can Q do? Like, Q has the grab super. Oro wants to grab you, too, though, get up there with that medium punch. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be really fun.
Right, with the jazzy points on up for grabs here. Being able to make that character selection, you're definitely betting on yourself to go the distance. So as we finish up here and synchronize these buttons, we're going to give you this Q versus Oro. Top 8 Third Strike showdown. Winner stays and fights another round of the top 8, and the loser goes home.
Yep, so lots of jumping. Oro, with his double jumps, is a little more mobile than Q, but the slaps should be pretty good. Here we got the Oro loop, cut short into an overhead, and pretty good damage. But here comes the booger. A great parry from Slamtown, but looked like was able to keep the damage going. Some slaps to keep look like in the corner, but look like he's out, poking him with a big long leg.
Getting that secondary jump established and sets the path for a cross-up. And that forward dash is very impressive how it goes underneath. And then that chop to get looking like the first point in decisive fashion.
And he did stun Slamtown momentarily right before he killed him, which you don't see a stun on Q every day.
But Slamtown, using characters, unique characters, notably Birdie, in his Street Fighter Alpha runs.
Here's the super looking for it. Saw that arm come out. Oh, he's looking. He's hungry to land this danger super.
Right, he fully understands the assignment and he blows it up. Sends him full screen coast to coast. Good response by Lookalike with the air parry there. And then that cross up and the step back. He's just poking away on him, sending some projectiles and then dashing up and finding the opportunities to interrupt.
Lookalike is so wily, just like running around Q's moves. And here comes the giant green ball. Yep. And that, we'll see if that gets the stun again.
Does it? Yeah, Lookalike gets the first point.
Wow.
What I want to point out here as well is just, it's just overall, like, just how fantastic between this exchange here, like, understanding those anti-airs and then just being judicious of which correct buttons to do in the meta. Lookalike has a very good command on them as well, and is just able to eliminate kind of Slamtown's guessing games here.
Yeah, Lookalike, you see kind of running around Q's offense. Like, Q doesn't have a lot of buttons that Q can press to get damage out there. Lookalike can backdash, hit a move, go underneath, fireball, run away, run forward, and seeing some really good offense. And Slamtown even landed that SA3 to do lots of damage, but just couldn't quite take the first round, but we'll see if he's able to in the second round.
So is he looking at Super Art 2?
Just thinking about it, you're digging deep.
Let's see, I'm unsure if that's the one where he surrounds himself with garbage.
Yeah, with rocks and technology and all kinds of, who knows what. He's 150 years old, who knows.
We've seen it a very good display at EVO 2023.
Oh, no punch, no taunt, we'll see. Ooh. That backdash, look like he's getting a lot of mileage off that backdash.
Yeah, those airborne normals are fantastic too because they go through throws and are able to break apart like low attacks also.
There's a taunt, two for your trouble. Q only had half health when he started, so those taunts aren't at full capacity, but still, we'll take the health if we can find it.
Yeah, but now you got to question if that risk was worth it there. It's looking like posts up and gives himself a life lead this time around. When we saw in the previous round, Slamtown had a great life lead.
Magic Pixel keeps him alive just once, and with the jab, takes the first game for Slamtown. Oh.
Yeah, that was Crimson when he got that grab. I saw him. He take a blink, and in an instant, he's Carmen Sandiego with that deadly embrace.
And where in the world did your health go? It's gone.
All the way fucking up there. But this time, Slamtown kind of, he's got that level 2 in there trying to see if he can loot some damage here.
But Slamtown was able to defend against that Super R pretty well. But it looked like, you know what, I'll grab you. You're in the corner, buddy. And Q is not known for being very mobile to get out of the corner.
No, he's going to have to rely on some good old-fashioned tech here. He's going to need to Inspector Gadget his way on out of here.
Whoa.
Like the coat that he has. But here comes that juggle, and the stun is just a formality at this point. It's Lookalike moves to match point.
Lookalike has won every game with the stun so far, like at the very end. That's wild.
Yeah, it's been fantastic with it as well. And also delaying his jump patterns and getting that extra jump. See if he catches the jumping here with the Super R2 going on. Okay, got blocked, but still able to convert with a few normals that chain together.
Oh, Slimetown found that moment to get 2 taunts in, I think, there, to have a lot of health. Now, you know, looks like that's going to have to work a lot harder to do that damage. But look like it's working pretty hard. That stun bar is inching up.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's a touch of death there.
Oh,
but now you've made him angry. He's glowing.
Danger.
Oh, and there we go. Deletes the health immediately.
Doesn't need a taunt, already has to reload it. Oh, just wake up, grab, punch you again.
Ooh, and that happening there.
Step on your toe, slap you.
Yeah, you feel those scratches overextending there, but this time gets that dash-like punch in order to escape. A very strong effort from Lookalike here, but Slamtown able to survive by just a sliver. Q has no explanation for how he was able to do that.
None at all.
He doesn't have an explanation for anything, really.
Yeah. So it looks like Slamtown is kind of getting a little more knowledgeable about Lookalike's wily movement. It's still a close game so far, but Slamtown was able to land. Slamtown is landing that super more than any Q I've ever seen land that super before, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, and the juggles around it have been absolutely on point. Be interesting to see like if he could get like a 50-50 or some kind of reset after that and reestablish the offense. That's really the special sauce of Third Strike, is just being able to play around your super and expand on those mind games to get more wins on the table and potential.
Yep. And whoa. It lands the overhead. You throw one in there, you spice it in there every match.
Yeah, from the distance there. I mean, he threw that punch out there from Wales, since the stage is pretty much in English.
From downtown, from underground, a double parry. Everyone's just jumping back, parrying. There's a throw.
Like not afraid to send out some projectiles there to even out the spacing of the situation. And then he gets that back throw on Slamtown now. He's got a meter and immediately spends the Super R2 to create that situation. Let's see off the juggle. Is the damage scaling enough? It gives him a little bit of a sliver just to get a toe tap.
Yeah, that delayed overhead. If you saw one earlier, look like there's 1 inch above the ground or on top of your head. That's so hard to block or parry.
Yeah, you got to have that situational awareness for being able to account for what's going to happen, where's it going to land there. And here you see those deceptive side switches going behind the ball.
Nobody can block.
Yeah, it's a blink and you miss it type situation there.
Yep, back in
and
the aura
side
vortex.
switch, you don't see it again. He just went behind it, but all you see is green light just means go.
Yep, because the three green balls in a match that you're just trapped in the aura vortex and you're doing it for a while. And here's the 4th green ball of the match.
Ooh. So close, and then Lookalike punches his ticket. Aura wins the duel of the obscure characters here as he finishes. Let's look at this replay. Well, we gotta love seeing that Super R3 on display as he's got his glow on.
Parry into it. There it is. Look at this. The sprites of this fire just stays forever.
Yeah, Lookalike did a fantastic job of jumping away from it, but it will lose to patience eventually. Slamtown was able to gather his footing there and get those conversions to bring them to extend the matches that we're seeing out there. Yeah, that we see. So yeah, just great stuff there. Gets that throw and then
here it is.
Dashes up, goes for low short, but you just got you're too close, man.
Yeah, you get that super because you get some invulnerability by activating the super to turn red, and you got time there just to do that grab if the person is locked into the move for too long.
Yeah, Slamtown just said go gadget level 3 super art. And you see with the opportunity to get around closer to tying it up.
Yeah, the super art does have my favorite sound effect in the game, danger. Like, it's just so awesome. So like, you know, people like you see all these Street Fighter 3 tournaments with all these high tier characters. Look at Lookalike throwing 4 green orbs in a match, keeping the aura vortex, and you'd be hard pressed to get out of this. Like unless you specifically lapped out this aura loop pressure, it's so hard to block correctly because you can attack from 4 different sides, delay the jump beam kicks, like have a fireball different ranges. It's really hard to get out no matter what character you are.
Yeah, no matter what. And just see, it's a testament there. So, and also the character unfamiliarity, it may still play a factor even this far into the bracket, seeing an aura like that on the display, and then what that meant and what repercussions it has. So we got through the first cut. I think that was 4 matches of losers we went through, and I think we have 4 left to go as we see the losers of the previous winners match now gets thrown down with the winners of the losers match to decide who's going to fill out that second half of the top 8. You're going to see a return of, I think it's going to be Lord BBH is going to be next at the moment. Yeah. So we're looking to dig for him and bring him your way for more Street Fighter Third Strike action.
Yeah. So
I think it's going to be, I think Meryl plays rough. It's going to be Meryl plays rough against Bucktooth.
Oh, here we go. Yes.
Yeah. So Meryl plays rough, great Chun-Li player throughout various different Street Fighter titles.
Yes.
Very skilled in Super Turbo as well with Chun-Li. But this time around, what got her into the top 8 was his masterful uses of Makoto.
Yeah, Makoto,
and able to get some robbery rounds. Now, Bucktooth on the other end, he's gotten out of pools in damn near everything. Top 24 in Street Fighter 6. At the, I mean, like,
on Super Turbo, he was on the stage
He was
earlier.
4th, if I
Yeah.
recall. And then CVS 2, which is his game, was able to throw down in that one. I think even some anime titles, Bucktooth was able to get his name in the hat as he went to distance.
Yeah, characters from air dashing. We don't have air dash in this game. Chun-Li does have an air grab, though, so we'll see if Meryl can maybe grab Bucktooth as he's jumping out. But Bucktooth does have Meryl in the corner and is already down half of her life.
Yeah, Meryl picking Chun-Li despite winning the last few as Makoto. See if that character switch will come into play, but I do like but we all like the way Chun-Li plays against Shoto. So if you know how to Chun, embrace that experience and put in the work.
Plus, you can crouch behind that table. They can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, they can't see it. That's in Maj's Book of Footsies.
Yeah.
That legendary literature is Meryl playing rough with that stand fierce in the corner to send Bucktooth back against the wall.
That back heavy fierce fireball super takes like half your life too.
Yes.
They can't see
Yeah,
it.
it's a fantastic confirm. Just Meryl on point.
Done.
And then gets those 2 taps. It's depending what follow-up you get after the super depends on the weight of your opponent and being in the weight class. So there are specific ones where you could stomp, and even go overdrive legs. But it's in third strike, you gotta come correct,
You
sir.
gotta get in there. Yep, so both players are pretty low life. They've both been just low moves into supers. That's the name of the game with these two characters. Hide behind that table, sweep, and a grab. She just needs one more grab, overhead.
Yeah, what an exchange between 2 fighters here. Watch out for that Super R2. Oh, this is the confirm. That would have been point for Meryl. But still, just use setup as a poke, maintaining that life lead. He gets the first point on Bucktooth. But don't count out Bucktooth. He's crawled out of so many tight situations. We saw an incredible performance from him last night in Super Turbo as he took out some heavy hitters of this game. I mean, Bucktooth is an OG of the fighting game community. I know he's written a few great game facts guides. That's where it is. I mean, he's as old as when we went to game facts.
And make that ASCII art for the title of the game fact. Like, that's art right there. That's beautiful.
You know what's funny? I used to have a script on IRC chat that would make that ASCII art.
Yeah.
Yes, I was dropping AI slot back in the 90s.
Okay, you're old.
How about it, baby? So, Bucktooth making a switch here. He's going with the other brother here, the one with the skates. Now, I like this outfit here. It's got that big Iori Yagami energy.
Soto Mama Shine. He's got those yo-hos in to try to get in there and just attack each one from an angle. Like, I imagine Meryl's played against Shoto's a lot more than she played against Yang, so maybe take a different angle to approach, the queen of third strike.
Yeah, good awareness. See where the dive kick stopped short and being able to get a poke in there. That was a good play by Meryl. Plays rough. Just didn't work out in her favor, but still pushing back Bucktooth. Gets a big throw against the corner. And this goes in between.
Meryl jumps back in the corner. Bucktooth has her on the ground. And a normal spinning bird kick just gets out of the corner. She has that move too.
Yeah, understanding when to use that version of spinning bird kick is extra special. And one of the best special moves in all of Third Strike is that EX Rekka as it maintains that life lead. And Bucktooth is able to get around on the board one more at a time.
Yeah, that EX Rekka does so much chip damage, like you have to try to do a red parry or something, because that is something that Yang does have over units. Without supers, he can use that EX Rekka to do a lot of chip damage.
Yeah.
So see, Meryl's like, you know what? I'm not out of this yet. She just locked and loaded to launch some supers.
Well, Meryl's done a fantastic job of being able to punish where the dive kick stops short.
Yes.
And that's a very special gift that you can have that will take you very far in Street Fighter, because if you're just going to have that mentality of, it's all the same jumps to me, then
you're going to die.
Yeah, it's not a very rewarding place to be in terms of Third Strike. You're not going to get Jazzy points with that mentality.
You're not.
Yeah, you got to come correct.
But you can get Jazzy points by doing overheads to stuff the spinning bird kick into your Rekkas. And Bucktooth takes the second game. So 1-1, even it up.
Yeah, that Rekka able to claim another spot here. And this is the, after this, we've got another wave of losers, another 4 matches to play through with the losers of the winter semis. Go up against and make the effort to qualify.
Yep. And Bucktooth stays on Yang. It did well for him in the second round, so we'll see if he can keep that inertia up, or Romero can answer back and deploy some SA2s while hiding behind that dang table.
Yeah, and the Super R2 is very effective as an anti-projectile, but most of its utility is going to be just building up the meter to get that EX Rekka in the place to get it started with.
Yep, Mero's getting a lot of use of that standing fierce. The range is like 3 characters wide. It's crazy. But Bucktooth's like, I can just Rekka and a good parry into another Rekka to continue his mix-up.
And gets that palm set in the back. Very similar to how Chun-Li's does it, but it's done with a different command. Instead of rather proximity to trigger it.
Yeah, Mero's able to escape that corner with that wall jump, and now they're feeling each other out and saying, who can land. Because Chun-Li's super's on deck for crouching forward.
Yeah, and Mero's really fishing for that low medium kick to get it confirmed in a super. So that's inviting Bucktooth to use that towards medium kick of his own to just stay airborne and continue pressing on. And just like that, Bucktooth already has one on the board with this Yang.
Yeah, match point for Bucktooth now. Mero plays rough, is fighting for her life here, and you can say this is what Chun-Li's great at. But Bucktooth's like, I'm just going to land a hit. Mero throws Bucktooth back in the corner, and now it's her turn from some offense. 3 throws in a row. Can we get a 4th?
3 of those throws, and
there's a 4th. Thank you very much. Why
2
not
more
5?
of those going to send. It's going to set us to the final round. Let's see how we're going. We're getting confused with that, but that Rekka and all the damage it does. Wakes up with the light spinning bird, gets that door mix up, sends it, but the leap stops short. Similar to how you police where the dive kick doesn't be able to reach. That leap, that universal overhead, you're messing with it. You open yourself up to a world of hurt here. Yeah. Bucktooth can advance, coming back from that significant light lead. It's going to be less than, yes, he does. Yes, sir.
Wow,
that's how we do it. That punish is mine. Couldn't have come at a better time for Bucktooth, advancing to another top 8 as he is rocking a Carl Lewis decathlon amount of medals around his neck. Get that drip, Bucktooth. I know the Riz1 peeps are cheering it on. Love to see the homeboy and the OG do it, but shout outs to Mero's plays rough.
Yep.
I mean, using bringing out the big Chuns
big
up
C.
in there, good representation.
And like that, she fired out that super. It's like, it was just 1 pixel away from dying to the chip damage. Like he was at his max pixel 1 HP. So like, I think that's a fine decision. Like, so like she played awesome with Chun-Li. But like Bucktooth started with Kin, they're very popular. Players play Ryu in Super Turbo. They play Kin in Third Strike. Mero was like, I can beat this Kin, no problem. And Bucktooth was like, okay, let me take this other brother, like you said, and take some of the Yang.
Right, so here we got some familiar faces coming back here. We got Rose City, who advances from the losers bracket as well with that elimination victory, and Caramelty, who came so close in that duel against Virsaga, going all the way down. I mean, just had those knives, but didn't have the sharpness to confirm at the end in the clutch after hitting it multiple times in close quarters. Let's see how it plays against Rose City's Urian, who now goes for a color change, it seems.
Yeah, it does look like Caramelty's taking the time between those matches to sharpen her knives and is really putting Rose City up against the rope for this corner pressure with her kunais and all her other moves. Like that.
Yeah, using that kunai to commit the chase there. Now the AX headbutt, it is minus, but because of its spacing and pushback, you're not able to punish much out of it. And even then, when getting parried in the air, Rose City was able to recover and block the follow-up attack from whatever Caramelty was able to throw out.
Yeah, Kara's doing a lot of good air approaches. That's one of Ibuki's great things about her. And like Kara knows how to mix things up, especially with one of the most important air pressures, a 6K forward kick overhead. Because that's really hard to block. It's slow and it's overhead because she has that other move, the heavy kick, which is and Rose City did land that projectile, but couldn't quite
but it was on the way down, so he wasn't able to dash up and throw them bows in there. So generating a little bit of space there with the Aegis Reflector, but he's got a long way to build that meter back up. Let's see where it goes from there as Caramelty has 2 confirms on the table and uses that one to get the EX kicks, and then the R.E.V.O, what I like to say, R.E.V.O or die. As he gets the stun and the target combo with the rising action. Caramelty continues the momentum going 1-0.
Yeah, normally you can tell a Urian player is doing great when they have that mirror pressure, and we didn't see any mirror pressure. Caramelty was like, no, I can avoid that, keep you bathed kunais, play this hit and run game, overhead air approach, and Rose City just couldn't quite really control and keep Caramelty pinned down with any mirror action.
Yeah, you said it very, very well. I mean, it's not great when you're using that Aegis for the purposes of social distancing rather than getting those overhead mix-ups and testing the fuzzy guard of your enemies.
Yeah, but Ibuki, hailing from Japan, is used to being around people really tight-knitted, so So, yeah. So Caramelty is now just running some more offense, run up there. That jab is like so many frames of block stun on that jab. It's ridiculous. Overhead didn't quite land there, but yeah. So now Rose City's like, there's overhead could get some control back of the match, but Caramel is keeping Rose City in that corner. I'm like, you know what? You want out? Okay, now you're out.
Yeah, policing the meter game too. So by the time Urian has egg, it's probably going to be the next round, or in a situation where Caramelty has enough life to survive it, and this time going over the radar. Oh no! But Clash, as the window was left open for her to send it back just when you thought she flew above it. The no-flies on Rose City with the headbutt and a chariot tackle of clutch magnitude to avoid a near match point situation.
Wow, yeah, Caramelty throw the kunai, and Rose City's like, I know this song and dance, parrying to the full combo, showing the strength of when Urian lands a hitting in the air.
That's right. I mean, we remember what it took Virsaga to be able to clutch out and get those victories in the winner bracket to begin with. Caramel's going to slide into the DMs, and this time taking advantage of the other side of the screen there, where we've got those Mayan pyramid steps in the way.
Gotta go up the steps to see the temple, but Urian's got Ibuki up against those steps. Nope, you're not out yet. Here's a mirror for your troubles. And Caramelty answers back with kunai to be like,
it's long enough
on my own.
Yeah, it's long enough to avoid the Aegis Reflector altogether. That's going to be match point for Caramelty here, bringing the British Columbian badass on match point here.
Yeah.
Let's see if it gets clutched. I haven't seen those knives confirms either.
No, not yet. There we go. The double parry. We saw that do a lot of work in Caramelty before, but Don misses the tackle, but it's got really awkward spacing. But that's okay. Even when the mirror's out, it can still throw you.
Yeah, it gets that elevation there by positioning the Aegis Reflector a little bit higher here. But now in a dangerous position as we go coast to coast. Stun on deck, but let's face it, probably going to be Rose City's undoing first. Will it jump another? Whoa! Oh, he parried it up to them, but still watch your step. Despite the heroic effort Rose City did to stay alive there.
Oh, that was so cool. When you see it, watching Rose City parry that kunai super, just dance forward to that's so hard to do. It's so impressive, but like there just were too many kunais, couldn't handle it.
That exchange. I mean, Caramelty just passed through some of these rounds here like the needle through a camel's eye with that precision. Love that walk underneath to set up that launch, and then that bait to get that late release on the EX kunai.
And we're saying, yeah, we got the jumping parries. Yeah, did this purely as such a brilliant defensive tactic. Like, oh, mirror, I use super mirror my own because Yuri's probably stronger with his super than Ibuki's, but Ibuki's probably stronger in the neutral. At least Caramelty showed like she was. So like she's happy to trade. That's
what here we saw those parries, and it was good. It was good enough. It was good enough to keep fighting.
Yeah.
But hey, let's get the action going. I mean, the next players just got up on the machine there, as hype as that was. Let's see if it can be matched here by another bout for survival between Cassie and Flex.
Yeah, back to the Uri stage. We're still fighting out here in the jungle, and here Cassie lands that parry into that crouching fear.
Yeah, the chariot, nobody home, but still connects off that neutral jump there.
Just walk back. Just walk back. That's all you have to do sometimes.
Yeah, but still able to capitalize on that parry and sends it back.
Cassie just full sends. Tackle. You can parry one, I'm going to tackle you again, and then you're dead.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if he could have done the EX version of that, if that would have been a different story. Because these target combos he's been throwing, I mean, absolutely on point. And if Flex can continue getting those close quarter combats, he can be able to really go the distance here against Urian.
Yeah, we're seeing some great new traction. These both players are just hitting normals, and Flex found an opening, ran in there with EX into super, and now it's roast pressure. But yeah, Cassie's like, you know what? I play against Special Back all the time. I know how to deal with roast pressure.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Tuxedo Mask to save you from this one. You got to Sailor Moon your way up out of here, and Flex able to counter back and then tie it up one round to pop.
Yeah, here we go. The third round. Both players have full meter. We'll see who can deploy their supers to really bring the hurt.
Yeah, and Flex and Mustardback only using the Super R3. A lot of utility coming out of that corkscrew cross. Oh, stops the machine gun there. Just being able to hand it and break it apart. This time the chariot tackle again gets a side switch there.
That's 2 in a row that Cassie was like, oh, you're going to EX move me? It's just normal and stuffy. And here's a tackle into a high mirror to extend the combo, and
yeah, got that parry, but just ran in the wrong direction there. But Flex punching back here, despite the life deficit, was fishing for that overhead of the corkscrew cross, and now he's got to hold that 1-0 with the full meter, and no conversions, no corkscrew. The wine's still on the bottle, it's on the shelf, ready to pop it.
But Cassie was like, no, I can just block that, give you the hand, the chop, stop that. So these players, they're always hitting buttons. Both these players are constantly hitting buttons. They're moving around, trying to find a weakness. Usually, Flex Money loves using his EX moves to apply pressure, get in there. But Cassie, like 3 times in the match, was like, oh no, stop that. Please don't. And just keeps him away from him.
And just shuts him down.
Well, see Flex can adjust to that and try to get in there against the long-armed bodies of Kazi's Urian.
Yeah, sets the tone with the power bomb and the overhead after. And these players both like to extend and get a little bit more out of their conversions. Let's see what the mix-up is after that throw. Goes for the Angel's Flight. They're going to keep it on the screen there, but that's good blocking by Kazi. The meter is still green, even in the face of the mirror.
Yep, Flex Money was able mostly to survive that mirror. That upward fireball, that's your time to strike. Overhead. Yep. Dash and grab, but they tech it. Nice parry from Kazi into the kill. Jeez Louise.
It just seemed like Flex was able to get like more hits there, but Kazi was just able to pour on more of the damage here. As we go towards the tail end of this top 16 stream, Kazi on match point now. And about to build up and get the Aegis. No bite on the aerial metallic spear. But a parry on the other one. There we go. Corkscrews cross, the anti-airs and return to sender.
Guesses blocks the low roundhouse to a combo. Blocks the
blocks DP. Switching sides. Chariot tackle into the Aegis. Yes, it will juggle. Whoop. And another Aegis sends him to the top of the pyramid, possibly. No, he escapes. Flex pull down a little bit. Has a corkscrew cross on deck that he can use. He's gonna pull through it. What a read! What a read!
Oh my God, Flex Money answered back so well. He's back against the wall. He's like, you know what? Overhead super. We're still fighting.
Just when you thought that Aegis conversion was going to send him right up the stairs of the pyramid, still around, confirming with that corkscrew cross, and then getting the overhead in the right time, right place. And he's got 2 more of those corkscrews to pop off as well. What a whip punish there. That stand medium punch, I believe. Failure to parry on the metallic spear, but it's all right. Kazi holding on a little bit of a life lead.
Kazi uses that EX headbutt. Flex Money answers back.
Into the machine gun punch. He's punching him up the pyramid now.
Yeah, Kazi did block that low, or Flex is going to run away with it. Kazi deploys the mirror. Flex
block on the overhead.
Great blocks.
Yeah, good block on the other. Dash up, corkscrew cross. No one home. EX headbutt. Metallic spear in the right direction. Oh man, going for the up one's going to continue that. The corkscrew cross. It's another round. He popped up, but you got to sit back down. What are you standing up for? You got more work to do. Job's not done. Mama mentality.
But you know, like Flex Money showing up that boxer's grid. He was down back against the wall. Tournament life point. Answer back. You know what? I can EX. I can super. Parry. Super. It was blocked out of mine. Parry. Super again to take that game.
Yeah, that's what we call a prize fighter here, and he's killing it on the road here. So he doesn't have any home cooking. He ain't got his boy over in the corner to wipe the sweat off his face with a towel and say, "Hey man, this is where you got, you know, like Little Mac with Doc Lewis." He ain't got none of that there, but he still has some of those haymakers ready to go here. Are we going to see if we're going to see more of this Mike Tyson's punch out? Because right now, Kazi had a plan and then he got punched in the mouth.
That sure just sound. Flex Money is really feeling himself now. You see him jump in, get a combo in, running there, predicting Kazi's moves, but get in that corner. Get up those stairs.
I love it. We are climbing those pyramids, baby. We are giving Machu Picchu hell. It's like Quetzalcoatl just coming back from the dead and just being reborn in this English boxer with a pair of those overheads. Kazi having none of that as he throws them back. Now Flex is turning the tide here. You see his guys through his breath. He's getting that knockout punch. He's ready to go. Is Kazi winded? Is Kazi able to reach down into the bag and find what's left?
Machine gun punch into corkscrew blows. Got in the corner. Rose pressure. Still keep you in the corner. That's fine. That's fine.
He just needs that whip punish there. I mean, really hype getting that. And now we got Agent back on deck. But he's not afraid. He'll take the trade, though. He'll take the trade because he's got the life lead.
Weaves through that mirror to try to keep that corner pressure in there.
And there he goes. He feints with that stand fierce, the stand strong, trying to inspire some movement here. Just needs one big hit here. Chariot tackle to an Angel, just a little bit of a back off.
Great blocking from Flex Money. Kazi can't quite get the mirror locked out on Flex Money yet.
Yeah, the patience is great this time. That life is on his side. The machine gun punches, takes it, and in comeback fashion, Kazi. Man, Kazi comes so close. I mean, the dominant fashion was dominating early.
Here. That was the, wow. So you could see Flex Money's back against the wall, but really had that anime awakening moment of like, man, why he's here, why he's fighting in Fight Kingdom. It was like, you know what? I've got the soul of a boxer. Time to end this.
Yeah, we see this. This is the first fight here with that Rose pressure and that response there. Kazi was able to go up one, and you see with match point here, almost ready to have a clean sweep with the 2-0. Parries the upward metallic sphere, and then gets that anti-air.
Bounce. Like, this
This is
the moment,
what we thought it was it. I mean, a lot of people would have been already ready to pack up and call that Uber to the airport, but the corkscrew cost takes it.
Then this overhead.
And then the overhead, the target combo there for extra measure, sending him up the stairs. It's tied up. You see, he gets up from the machine, but he sits back down at the finish.
And here, parry into that. Wow.
So close to confirming it off of the block super, but then continues to just see that wherewithal, find that opportunity to catch that punch and get those punches and just get the speed bag in there to tie it up 1-1. And then taking the advantage, one round apiece, he takes that trade, and look at the life deficit that he's holding on to after that trade.
Yeah, just watching that, Kazi couldn't quite keep Flex Money locked down. This is where you saw Flex Money really flexing his skills as a Dudley player to earn that money here at Fight Kingdom.
Yeah, just took that one confirm, and now, oh man, he's taking a big breath, but he's not going to be breathing comfortably for too long. His top 8 is coming up very soon, but congratulations on qualifying here, and we got another qualifier. We've got the coffee break and morning coffee and third strike superstar we've all been talking about here, the Rising Stars Belloc, going up against Lookalike, whose aura was able to overcome Slamtown's Q that we saw earlier in a masterful duel here.
Yep, so here you see Chun-Li all the time, not fighting against Oro all the time, but Lookalike ain't like normal most Oros when you saw 4 supers in that last match against Slamtown.
Yeah, it's very difficult to anti-air here for Chun-Li in this situation.
Yeah, Belloc is, playing the normal Chun-Li game of trying to keep away. Her normals, on average, are better than Oro's, but that doesn't mean Oro can't do anything. And here we saw that meaty punch into the giant green fireball, getting some good damage and corner pressure. Ooh.
Looking like with a significant life lead. He's using that second jump to jump back and try to bait some actions there. This time going for a fake cross-up. Leaves 2 times, leaving the low forward. No super after.
Yeah, Belloc is really taking to the skies very often. That's generally where Chun-Li is at her weakest, is approaches from the air. And Oro, that's where actually he likes to live, is in the air.
Belloc building up meter, trying to max out with those whip back fierces. It's going to force Lookalike to try to make a chase here. And then jumping in, backdashing. Really forcing Belloc to chase, but Belloc having good patience here, as now it's come very close.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds left. That timer flashes. What's going on? I mean, Lookalike's trying really hard to approach, and Lookalike's not getting a lot from the air, but Belloc isn't getting much either.
Right. It's a standstill here. We got 15 seconds to decide.
Yeah, so now you're thinking 13 seconds left. Is now Lookalike going to run away as Oro? Look, jumping away. Yep.
He converts with it, but still,
now
zero health. And yeah, Super R2 is not going to do anything here.
Stall in the air. Here we have a time victory for Lookalike's Oro.
Now, what we saw earlier from Belloc as well was using that close standing roundhouse kick that gave him a lot of mileage, but it's Lookalike is completely denying that. The taunt to the face and the parry. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if that personal action input was delivered or not, but it does cost and create an opening here.
Yep, so now you're in the order. Oh, great parries from Belloc, but couldn't quite finish the deal and not take the damage. Lookalike was sitting out. Now here's the third green ball. What is the mix-up? Oh, great blocks from Belloc then.
Love it.
That's how you win the Oro matchup, is you block all those mix-up attempts.
Yeah. Then let's see. Oh no, it gets blocked. Parries. No, doesn't parry the last hit.
Doesn't need to. Doesn't need to. You can just kick her.
Just gets that reach. Lookalike playing a masterful keep away game. Belloc's defense is very strong here. He's able to extend some of those matches, but again, the lack of hitting, we have not seen Super Art 2 Hoyoku-sen hit at any point, and that's going to make a very difficult battle for Chun-Li. If you're not able to hit the super or get those mix-up afterwards, it's going to be death by 1,000 cuts. But against Oro, with this one-armed maniac, it's going to be death by 2,000 cuts.
Yeah, I mean, Lookalike has played against Chun-Li, I would hazard guess, more than Belloc has played against Oro. So he knows, Chun-Li's route to victory is that crouching forward or back heavy punch into super. So that's why Lookalike, you see him approach through the air constantly, jump, double jump, air normal, then backdash to avoid the crouching forward, and then try to jump at her again and get some more damage going. And just enough to get super beat meter to then run your green orb pressure.
Yeah, it's fantastic usage there, just denying a lot of Chun-Li's pressure tools that make her a top-tier character. Belloc off to a good start, though. He got 2 of those fierces in the mix.
Yeah, and so that looked like, oh yeah, wait, Chun-Li can do that. Let's try not let that happen.
Let's see, I like how he was able to switch sides and get that close standing knee.
There we go.
And there's that dragon punch. He's got one of those, too.
The first one we've seen looked like Belloc got some damage, parried that aerial tipped, but didn't look like God of Belloc in that vortex.
And here comes the super, I think. Oh, no, doesn't need it. Gets that nasty chop there with the 2 hits to take it. Looked like moving on match point. And now it seems like he kind of turned the tide there. Instead of keeping away, now he's going in.
Looking like that's twice, looking like parry that aerial move into the move, but look like
oh, nobody home there. Could be the nerves. This time parries the last hit because he wants to get damaging for that big boy season. Got that obscure fake side switch.
Yeah, that is just like so ambiguous. You really can't hope to block it.
They got him staring in the other direction here. A good chase, close standing roundhouse. They're able to low crush and blow up crouch text. That's why it's such a useful tool.
Yeah.
What we're not seeing either is confirming the close standing roundhouse kick because you have to jump cancel it to hit, but it's the max damage with Chun-Li's super, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, and we'll see if Belloc can survive this pressure. Got
Too
a
much
couple
to parry.
parries, but couldn't quite survive. And lookalike takes the turn and takes the point over Belloc.
Yeah, that was just too much to parry. So here we are in the first match. First round goes all the way to 3 seconds, and then makes that jump to just stay away. You see Oro just forcing Belloc to chase after.
Yep.
And then in the second fight there, he found his spots and just threw some haymakers in there and some on-point combos.
Yeah, that moment right there, lookalike had been doing the same kind of double jump, medium kick approach, and Belloc was like, oh, I can parry this. Parried it, got a hit, and Belloc lookalike was like, oh, you were learning how I play it. How about an EX uppercut?
Yeah. What adaptations on display there. Yeah, you see more offensive dominance on the way.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. So we've got one more match here in a loser semis before we qualify for top 8. And this match coming up soon will be qualifying the 8th and final person for the top 8 of First Strike here at Fight Kingdom.
Yeah, and we're gonna end it the way that we began it with Lord. Is that Lord BBH?
Yeah, Lord BBH.
Yeah, he came so close to qualifying for the top 8 earlier in the opening bout that we saw, and he would love to punch his ticket for another performance here, get this man paid, whether it be off of fighting for the future, fighting grown players, or fighting 9-year-olds in a Price is Right themed game show. I've never seen a heel in Plinko before.
Oh yeah, like what, on Plinko? You mean Priority Linko?
Yeah. We were all chanting, triple skull, triple skull.
Yeah, but he did land for the 100 skull 100. You know, sometimes better lucky than good.
Yeah, I mean, he hit that gold spot there, which definitely had Bob Barker rolling in his grave.
It's got that matchup knowledge for Priority Linko. Yeah. You know, knows exactly where to get in there.
If I was him at that point, I would have. When the price is wrong, Sappho.
just like to give an EX.
The fight is wrong.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we got 2 classic mode heavy hitters here. Sometimes the fight for the future goes all the way to the past, and this is our last bout of tonight. The last slot in the top 8 losers side. The winner of this goes up against Lookalike, who we just saw the Oro playing yesterday. And you know what better way to do it with 2 players who are basically as old as Oro. We got Lord BBH with that Alejandro, who lost earlier to Face, going up against Bucktooth, who gave the business earlier to Merrill Plays. Merrill Plays.
And so right here is two blondies, both in New York City. They're both their home courts here in New York City.
Same level. Yeah, same level, same song. You know, I like when these stages have roommates. You know, big fan.
They were roommates. And here we have Lord BBS gets a stomp to takes the person back into a big old command grab.
He was looking for a lot of that in the first bout, and this time he was able to get it.
See, EX chop.
Yeah, EX chop, good dash up and punish there because it's negative as hell, but has great pushback as Bucktooth punches his ticket with the first round there.
Yeah, Lord BBH would call out for the jump from Bucktooth. Bucktooth's like, I don't need to jump, I can just throw you. Just like that.
Ooh. Stand medium kick by Alex. It's a great poke to use there, but just walks right into that Super R3 business. Gets
a meter, but BBH is like, nope, you're not going to throw me. Oh, only one Shoryuken for that combo. Normal Tatsu, low parry into one Shoryuken. That's all. The jump, no punish though. There was a dash and grab though. Shoto dash and grab. And Bucktooth takes the first game against Lord BBH.
Yeah, Bucktooth closing out all opportunities there. Is making quick work.
That's quick.
Punch his first ticket there. Showing he's comfortable here as he's about to make another top 8. I mean, he probably has more medals than Lord BBH. These are the two, like, probably the
most tenured
in the
members.
medal count. Yeah, it's like you're watching U.S. versus China in the Olympics.
Yeah. And here we have Lord BB. It's a character switch. You know, Alex not working for me. Urian, lots of Urians on the stream, and even takes the same color as Capcom.
Yeah, the same color, man. We love the Cobalt out here.
Yeah, the Cobalt
The
Urian.
Cobalt or teal, I don't know.
Urian, more like Aurian. There's so many Urians being played here tonight.
Aurian?
Yeah. So let's see. Bucktooth gets Lord BB back in the corner and crossing forward to Super. This is like the 4th one he's landed this round so far. This matchup.
Bucktooth 1 hit away from match point. He's fishing with the pokes,
fishing.
standing roundhouse, low
And just-
roundhouse, and he's able to counter that headbutt with the DP from the tightest corner.
Yeah, we'll see if Lord BB can adjust and figure out how to attack the Shoto. The King Shoto of Third Strike. Oh, that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and wow.
sense of
Bucktooth found the window to get a grab to stay away from the mirror pressure.
Yeah, I like how the mirror just pushes him back in to continue it going. Not really the intended use of the Aegis Reflector, but hey, Bucktooth is a big fan of finding
There we
some
go.
useful innovation.
Yeah. So got some damage there. All right, let's see. Lord BB can also dash and grab just like a Shoto can. Punch, get out of here. Ooh,
The
good
anti-air
block.
misses.
Wow, good block on the Shoryuken is the perfect punish to take that round.
Yeah, on point with the conversion there, spending some meter. Trying to build back to get the Aegis Reflector. Haven't seen a lot of mileage out of it, though, to be honest. Despite seeing all these Urians, we really haven't seen, like, Aegis combos that have really had the sauce, so to speak. A credit to the other players.
Whoa! Yeah, Bucktooth's able to punish that aerial metallic sphere with the Shoto sweep.
Gets that leap. Medium punch, medium kick, and then shimmies the way out of that throw range. Bucktooth again, even missing the overhead, but still connecting with that throw to send him right back. And there we go. I don't know if it's going to be enough,
quite.
but yeah, it's going to be. He's just got a pixel away from
But
top
that'll
eight
be
and
enough.
carry this, says Trinity from the Matrix, as Bucktooth punches his ticket, advancing over to the top 8 in quick fashion there. Shoutouts to Bucktooth, making another top 8 here at Fight Kingdom, showing display that he is timeless as these fighting game skills age like a fine wine.
Yep, so now we have our top 8 decided. We'll be covering here pretty soon, but those players are Face, R.E.V.O, Dagger G, Virsaga, Caramelty, Flex Money Look Like, and then, of course, Bucktooth that you just saw here at Fight Kingdom.
Yeah, fantastic stop 8. Still has more stuff to throw down there. Amazing run and performance here that we saw. So it's going to be fun seeing Face versus R.E.V.O and then Dagger G versus Virsaga. I mean, we always see Dagger G versus Virsaga. It's like a guaranteed matchup. But I'll tell you, looking down at the losers bracket here, it's going to be interesting because Bucktooth has a very good knowledge around the game to be able to counter what look-alike shenanigans with Oro. So that's going to be challenging. But the match I really want to see as well coming up is going to be Flex versus Caramelty. I think Caramelty came so close to defeating Virsaga and advancing, but just carrying that chip on her shoulder to use Ibuki the right way. And how about Flex with that masterful comeback against Kazi to deny that top 8 placement? Fantastic work, and that's going to be a really fun match to kick off the top 8.
Yeah, for that matchup, as the CBS 2 announcer would say, this match is about to explode for those 2 players because they're so active, throwing at all kinds of hitboxes.
Yeah, it's going to be a night to remember, especially on both offense and defense. That's really what makes it so beautiful for the Jazzy circuit and the Third Strike scene. This game is timeless. It's never going to die. As long as there's Street Fighter and people hitting buttons, there's going to be people mastering the parry and fighting for the future, and that's what we love to see. But let's not forget, because of the amount of entrants and the Jazzy circuit that we got going on here in the Pacific Northwest, there's going to be a lot of points on the line. So people are going to be playing with their hearts and full contention. Join us soon. Top 8, I think it's going to be up on the main stage in just a few hours. So at 4 o'clock. So on the Fight Kingdom FGC stream. In the meantime, I'll be back on in a little bit, less than an hour actually, with some Virtua Fighter 5 top 8 finals coming your way right here on this stream for Riz 1. Don't go nowhere.
See you soon.